What up, decoders? Welcome back to the channel. Today is November 5th, 2025, and we got another decode. Not going to be a long one, but if you're just getting in, please hit those likes. And while we wait for people to file in, let's hit the music. Actually, I'm going to have to fix something, so give me 1 second before I hit the music. Hold on 1 second here. 1 second. All right. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna listen to some music for a minute, and then we're gonna hop into the decode. It's gonna be like yesterday's stream was super long, so this one's gonna be super short. But yeah, let's get into the intro here.
Nothing's random. Every sign is written in code. You just have to know how to read it. Yeah. Welcome to the cipher. The numbers align. Hidden in the headlines, the symbols combine. Astrology speaks while the planets turn. Every spark in the dark, another truth to learn. From the fall of kings to the pop stars' fall, every headline's echoing a cosmic call. Gematria patterns, they never lie. Messages written in the grids of the sky. We decode the code, reveal the plan. The truth's been hiding since time began. Every number, every sign, every scene we see is the language of fate and reality. We decode the code, reveal the plan. The truth's been hiding since time began. Every number, every sign, every scene we see is the language of fate and reality. Yeah. Pyramids, portals, the sacred scrolls, zodiac cycles, the story unfolds. From Saturn's rings to the tower's flame, the same old gods just change their names. Watch the world stage, it's a scripted play. The stars set the time, the words relay. So tune your mind to the unseen stream where the truth gets real and the world's a dream. As above, so below, the decode begins now.
All right, with the intro out of the way, hope everyone's doing well tonight. All 33 of you who are in here. I've been getting used to these late night streams, so sorry about that, guys. Getting really late night, but yeah. So we got to talk about again. This is going to be basically this is going to be a continuation of my video from a few days ago, and how John Cena's retirement match that's coming up on December 13th is a huge event, guys. There's going to be a lot of stuff going down that's ritualized to this. There's going to be a lot of things happening in December, I believe. So we're going to just go over this riddle here with the Last Supper, and it's a very clear one. This is pretty in your face, really, actually. I don't see how anyone can question the symbolism here. It's really in your face. So let's get into it. Like I said, this is going to be no more than 35 minutes, I think. And I want to see what you guys have to say at the end. So we're going to open up the comments, but What I have to share is not very much, so, but it's powerful. Okay, so let's get into it. So, with John Cena's retirement match coming up, and his catchphrase being "the last time is now," okay, and emphasis on the last time, or we could say the last time that Jesus ate with his disciples, also called the Last Supper. Okay. So John Cena, the wrestler, the most famous wrestler today, the greatest of all time, they call him, his last match on December 13th, 2025 in Washington, D.C. And in the book of John, during the Last Supper, Jesus washes his disciples' feet. So I want you guys to catch on to the wordplay here. Washington, washing his feet. You guys get it? His final match is in Washington. In John 13. Okay, so let me just explain this. The last time is now, right? His last match is on 12/13. There was 12 disciples, and Jesus was the 13th. Okay, so you get what a perfect day on the calendar to do this, right? Because you're talking about the Last Supper, which had 13 people, if you count Jesus, and you have the 12 disciples. So there's your date right there, 12/13. That's why they're holding this event in Washington with a washing of the feet on 12/13. Now, not only that, it's on the 13th of the month because Jesus obviously was the 13th person at the Last Supper. And the Last Supper is described in John 13. Of course, right? Of all chapters for the Last Supper to be talked about in the book of John, we're talking about John Cena, it just happens to be 13. I believe that December 13th is the first day of Hanukkah. Let me look this up. Hanukkah. Okay, so no, look at this. So the day after Cena's retirement match is the first day of Hanukkah. 12 days of Hanukkah. You guys get what they're doing here? The 13th is John's retirement match. He's the 13th, right? But then the next 12 days after that is Hanukkah. How perfect. And I just told you this is on 12/13 to go with the 12 disciples and Jesus being the 13. And John 13 is the Last Supper, okay? Now, why? This is the big point, guys. I haven't even told you why John Cena is the Last Supper. Does anyone know what the word Cena means? Right? Somebody drop it in the chat because I know most of you already know what the word Cena means. Right? Let's see some people drop it in the chat before I even say it because I want to see how many people got it. Yes, Cena means supper, guys. That's why this is clearly what this is about. I mean, how can anyone question this? And look at this. His name is John Felix Anthony Cena, which means supper. Okay? In Italian, which is from Rome, Rome had cenas. Let's go back to ancient Rome. Right? If we wait for my thing to load here. Let's go back to ancient Rome and let's look at a cena. In ancient Roman culture, a cena was the main meal of the day or the supper, right? How perfect. And look at the gematria, guys. This is where it starts getting really good. I mean, you guys are going to want to hold on to your hats for this one. This is the only reason I made a video tonight because of this one number, okay? Watch this. Cena means supper. Okay, we got that. His full name is John Felix Anthony Cena. That equals 1338. Like Last Supper equals 1338. But you might be like, Cody, okay, this is 1338. What does that even mean? It's in two different ciphers. It's not even in the same cipher. Yeah, it's interesting that 1338 equals John Cena's full name, like Last Supper. But what's that have to do with it? But this is why, guys, hold on to your hats and just wait till you see what this 1338 really represents and why this is so big. Just wait. Here it is. In the chapter of John, where it describes the Last Supper, that entire chapter 13 is made up of 38 verses. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Give me some mind blowns in the chat. The chapter about the Last Supper in the book of John is made up of the 13th chapter with 38 verses. John Felix Anthony Cena, which means supper, equals 1338, like Last Supper. Do you guys understand how improbable that is? That's how you know this number is important, okay? His full name, his given name, equals 1338. And in John, the book of John, like his name is John, right? And his last name is Cena, like the supper. It just happens to be that chapter is 1338 verses, right? It's just absolutely wow. Okay, but it gets better. How does it even get better? How does it even get better, guys? Look at this. Okay, it gets better. Look. If you go 1338 days back from Cena's last event or his Last Supper, it lands on Good Friday, 2022. What's Good Friday? Well, it's the day after Jesus has the Last Supper on Thursday. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow. From Good Friday 2022, the day after the of Holy Thursday, which is Last Supper. Holy Thursday is the day before Good Friday. 1338 days after that is Cena's Last Supper. I mean, that is like, so you're talking about these layers of connections here. John Cena, the book of John, 1338 verses. Last Supper, 1338. His full name, 1338. You go back 1338 days. It lands on the perfect day. There is no better day for it to land on other than Good Friday, which is the amount of days between, because the day before that, Thursday, the 14th of 2022, was Last Supper Day. Okay? The day before that. That means between Last Supper Day, okay, to the John Cena's Last Supper event is 1338 days. Okay? It's just like, what in the world? Like, this is why I needed to do this live, because how can I not share this? Like, how can I not share this? And how can the whole world not see this? Like, this is wild. They're literally telling you to their face. They named him John Cena. The book of John, the Last Supper, is a Cena. It's 1338 verses. His full name equals that, like Last Supper. And 1338 days before is the day, the Last Supper. It's and there's probably more to it, guys. I could have probably did a way more extensive decode. I could have looked more into it. I could have found more connections, but I just wanted to keep it simple tonight. And this is simple, but powerful, okay? So please share this. Please share this decode. Share this on your Instagram or your Facebook. Like, this is the kind of stuff I want. This is a powerful decode. It's simple, but really powerful and really important because, again, we have the snap benefits. I told you in my last live stream that Cena in Polish and Serbian means price. So Cena means price in one language, and it means dinner. The SNAP benefits thing that's going on right now is making the price of dinner go up. The inflation is making the price of dinner go up. Do you guys get it? Thanksgiving is right before this. Thanksgiving is the end of November. A couple weeks later, John Cena's last Cena, his last dinner. Well, everything's going up. Dinner is becoming more expensive nowadays. The steak, if you want a main course dinner, is more expensive. So the price of dinner, the price of the Cena is going up. That's why he's got the last time is now, because I think inflation, I think we're going into a depression, high inflation, a deflationary period where the price of dinner is going to be high. Okay. So think about what's going on right now with all the SNAP benefits, with all the inflation, and think about why is John Cena's final match right now, right as all this is happening. Okay. But we got a few more things to talk about. We got another number I want to bring up here. So John Cena's catchphrase is on the back of his shirt, it shows a door, okay? Like Jesus is the door. And let's not forget, John Cena is JC, like Jesus Christ. John Cena equals Jesus Christ in gematria. I showed that many times. But look at this. John equals 16, okay? 16. In the book of John, 16:16, what does it say? It says, in a little while, and you shall not see me. And if anyone knows anything about John Cena, his whole catchphrase is, you can't see me. And his name is John, right? Like equals 16. And if we go to the book of John and you go to chapter 16, it says, in a little while, you shall not see me. And again, a little while, you shall see me. Well, John Cena's whole character for his whole career has been, you can't see me. Okay? Right? Illusion, did you just see what I showed? The Illusion's in here. Big shout out to him. I don't know. Do you want to jump on here, man? I think it would be a good time for you to jump on here. I know I was planning on doing a stream with you tomorrow, but if you want to jump on here tonight just for a few minutes and we can go over this, I think that would be fun. If you want to, it's not a big deal if not, but like you probably have some things you could add to this with your Bible knowledge. Yeah, so like it's just this 1338 is absolutely wild. To me it just blows my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link for you. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. So we're gonna get a guest appearance. You guys, you see what I mean, guys? Every time I say the stream's gonna be short, it's not, but it's fine. I want to have the Illusion on for a bit. So yeah, we'll wait for him for him to get on here, but I just want to finish with this. John 16:16, John equals 16. In a little while, ye shall not see me. John Cena's shirt says, after this, you can't see me. So after he walks out the door, after he retires, you won't see me. That's what John 16 says. Well, look at this, guys. On November 1st, a couple days ago, WWE announced the Last Time Is Now tournament to determine John Cena's final opponent. The tournament is designed for 16 men, with the winner facing Cena on December 13th in Washington, D.C. Guys, why did they choose 16 men? Okay, this just proves that the gematria is important. Why would they choose 16 men for John Cena's retirement tournament to see who's going to face him for the last match, right? When John 16:16 is about you can't see me, John Cena, you can't see me, John equals 16, right? But one more number I want to touch before we get into the other stuff, or before the Illusion comes on. In Spanish, La Ultima Cena is the Last Supper, okay? Look at the gematria of John Cena's catchphrase. The last time is now equals 212. The phrase on the back of his shirt, if you type it out, after this, you can't see me, equals 212. In gematria, the Spanish word Ultima Cena equals 212. Cena was in a episode of his show called Peacemaker. The episode is Peacemaker, Need I Say Door? Guys, he's wearing a door on the back of his shirt in wrestling, and then he's in a show called Peacemaker, Need I Say Door? And look at what that equals. Peacemaker, Need I Say Door equals 212. Like Le Ultima Cena, like after this, you can't see me, and the last time is now, which is what he's holding here. So this 212 is important. And I want to give a big shout out to Meryl650 who got me onto this. She made this comment about John the Baptist and about Saturn and the scythe and then the Last Supper. So, but she's the one that inspired this and really got me looking into this. So thanks to, or I don't know if it's a man, I think it's a woman, Meryl, but maybe not. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, that's all I have, but there's probably more. Like, we'll wait for the illusion, but let me go into the comments and see what you guys have. And just don't forget, you can't see me, the Holy See, the Rome. I told you Cena was a Roman dinner, right? So there's different ways you could look at this. Because we got people in the chat saying a bunch of great stuff. The you can't see me. You know how Prince had the song You, I Would Die For You. A lot of you stuff. Here he is. Hold on a second here. Let me fix this. All right. What's up, man?
Yo, brother. Wow, incredible stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it still, but I'm glad to get you on here again and have you see what you see.
I can hear myself for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's echoing. I don't know if it's echoing.
Okay, I'm going to remove both of us for a second and fix something. Just give me 1 second. All right. So can you hear me now? And are you getting any feedback?
I can hear you. And I think all is good now. Is it good in the chat?
Let us know in the chat, guys, if we're both coming through now.
So I came in, and when you broke down that, go back to that John 16:16. It was just incredible. And the verse. And like I said, he says you can't see me.
Right here.
I've connected that so long to Jesus because we can't see Jesus. We can't see him. We have faith in him. We believe in him. But I've never seen Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So the fact that it says a little while and ye shall not see me. And again, a little while and ye shall see me because I go to the Father. I just find that absolutely incredible, Cody. I didn't make that find. That's you. What a find. But I was trying to tell you last stream that we were in, the 16 was that 16 men. Do you remember me trying to tell you the 16? And I think you thought I was talking about him going from 16 titles to 17, but I was referring to the 16-men tournament that's going to decide who he's going to face on December the 13th. So, you know, you're talking about the Last Supper as well with the last Cena. Cena went from 16 world titles to 17, didn't he? And we know that 1,617 is the 33rd pentagonal number. And if you remember the recent Olympics in France, they mocked the Last Supper in the opening ceremony. And Paris, the area code is plus 33 for France, isn't it? And I think you did an amazing stream about. Didn't the WWE recently go to France? I think Cena was there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, that they've been on that European tour all year.
Yeah, Yeah, but they mocked the Last Supper in France, and France's dialing code is plus 33. Like he went from 16 titles to 17, 16, 17, the 33rd pentagonal number, which is just wild. And that opening ceremony ended, didn't it, with a man on a white horse, like Revelation 6:2.
Right.
But another thing I've got for you, I don't know if you've covered it, so I haven't watched the whole stream. So do you know that his last match is going to be on Taylor Swift's 36th birthday?
Yes. Yep. I had mentioned that, but I haven't really dug more into Taylor Swift, but I know there's got to be something there with her.
Well, Taylor Swift's birthday. Have you typed in Revelation 12:13?
No, I haven't. Let me do that.
Yeah, that's a big connection with his final match.
I did cover this. Like, you know how there was 12 disciples, but Jesus is the 13th. So I think that's why they're having it on there, which in the Last Supper is spoke about in John 13.
Absolutely. And 13 connects to Nimrod as well, and it connects to Judas. But if you type in Revelation 12:13, it'll make more sense. And God bless everyone in the chat. Hope you're well.
Whoops.
All right, read that.
Okay, so, and when the dragon saw that he was cast unto earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the child. Interesting.
All right, so that's deep. So Revelation 12:13 describes the dragon, which is Satan, yeah? He persecutes the woman, which is Israel, after being cast out of heaven. So now he's being cast out of heaven. He's filled with wrath because he could not defeat the male child. Who's the male child? Jesus Christ. Wanted to kill all the firstborns. So this verse symbolizes Satan's ongoing intense opposition and spiritual warfare against God's people on earth, as he turns his fury from the celestial realm to the church, to the reborn believer, to the nation of Israel. So it basically represents this continued struggle between good and evil, right? And what is WWE really famous for? You have a face and a heel, a good guy and a bad guy, yeah? It's been based around that. That's what makes wrestling. And at this point, is Cena the face? Is he the heel? I'm not sure, because he pretty much turned heel, and then is he face now because it's his last time? I'm not quite sure.
He's back to face. He's back to face, though. I mean, they flipped him back. They did that with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's true. But
what happened with that was, I think they're gonna flip Cody soon.
Yeah. So, and Cena's birthday is 4/23. Yeah, his birthday is April 23rd. Yeah. So 4/23, and that got me thinking of Daniel 4/23. You can look into that as well if you want. Daniel 4:23, chapter 4, verse 23. Because this is about the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. So if you read it out, or if you just want those watching to read it.
And whereas the king saw a watcher and a holy one coming down from heaven and saying, hew the tree down and destroy it, yet leave the stump of the roots thereof in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven. And let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him.
Okay, so I'll break down that verse. First of all, we know he's 17-time champion, yeah, the 7th prime. And we know all about the sevens in the Bible, with the 7 years of tribulation, the 7 golden candlesticks,
and
7
this
churches.
Match is on 70 date numerology.
Oh, wow. That'll connect with Daniel's 70 prophetic weeks.
John Cena equals 70, like Vatican, like Francis, Vatican 70, Francis 70. Francis died on 70 date. So John Cena's final match is on the same numerology as Francis when he died, right? Because he died on this same numerology.
Well, Francis died on the Queen's birthday, who reigned for 70 years as well.
Right, right. I did a whole video about the 70s because the 70 is huge, actually. I did a whole video because I got a guy in the community named Wes, and his whole channel is really about 70. He talks all about 70. And he turned me on to it because I think it was also 70. If Wes is in the chat, I hope he can remind me. But when Francis died, it was 70. Let me check this. But I think it was from Kobe Bryant. It was 70. Yeah, it was exactly 70 moons.
Oh, wow.
From Kobe Bryant's crash to the death of Francis. And that all ties it back to the Killing Moon, which is in Donnie Darko, the song The Killing Moon. It's sung by Echo and the Bunnymen. Echo and the Bunnymen sings The Killing Moon. The Killing Moon equals 70. And the reason that's important is because Pope Francis, Francis equals 70, he died on Easter, Easter Bunny, right? So and when you measure in moons, you go back 70 moons, that's Kobe Bryant's death.
Wow,
so
that's crazy.
And there's way more to it. There's way more to it, actually, but that's just a simple overview of the 70.
And Donald Trump began his term as the 45th president at age 70. But for me, the 70, bro, is all about Daniel. So Daniel's 70 weeks is a prophecy found in the book of Daniel, and it predicts a period where there's going to be great tribulation. So that's what I think the 70 ultimately is. So 70 weeks of years or 490 years. It connects to the book of Daniel and the prophecy and the Antichrist revealing himself as the abomination of desolation in the temple. We see what's going on with Trump with the White House, don't we? Can't believe that he's having that building for 999 people. Can you believe that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Joseph did a video on that.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Right.
But it's basically about Armageddon.
Well, if you take the 999, he said that the old one could hold 88 people. He said that, and then he said that the new one's going to hold 999, and of course, 999 minus 88 is 911. So it's it's crazy what he said there.
That's a really good find. So yeah, the 7 is massive right now. But so when you look into this, wait a second. So it's 999, and what did you say it was before? 88.
Yeah, he said the old one could. It wasn't even true. It wasn't even true what he said. It could hold more than 88, but he said the old one holds 88, and the new one I want to hold 999, which is a difference of 911. That's.
Then I think I've just made a discovery, brother. So when you do, can you get the number properties up? If you can. So. Oh wow! Yeah, this is a really good discovery. So you got 999 plus 88. That gets you 1087, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, type it in and just go look at that prime number, 1087. Oh my goodness! Just give me a moment. Right, hold it there.
Oh.
All right, who did Cena defeat for his 17th world title?
Cody Rhodes.
Wasn't Cody born on the 181st day of the year?
Right, he was, yeah.
Yeah, now click on 181
Wow.
because that's the 42nd prime number with the beast and with Jesus.
Right.
And the beast of Revelation reigns for 42 months, and there's 42 generations of Jesus Christ, like JC.
Right.
Wow, this just all completely connects.
And then after that, you know that John Cena had that match with Brock Lesnar, the Beast, and he got absolutely destroyed, like he usually does.
He got destroyed by the Beast because the Beast has permission to have power over all kindreds, nations, and tongues to destroy the saints. That's why Cena,
and you know why this is important too? This 42, you know what Saturday night's main event is? It's the 42nd one. That's his retirement match is going to be on the
Yeah, 42 days after CM Punk became champion.
Right. And it's on Saturday, right? Saturn rules
There
Saturdays.
you go. Yeah,
Saturn
it's
42.
quite simply breathtaking. And the fact that the upcoming WrestleMania is WrestleMania 42 as well. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot that part. Yeah, I forgot
There
that.
you go. We help each other, bro. Like, you're unbelievable. I love that we can do these streams together. Yeah. So 2026 is WrestleMania 42. And we know Cena main evented WrestleMania 41, which took place during Resurrection Weekend. The first ever WrestleMania that took place on Resurrection Weekend. And it was when Passion of the Christ was #1 on Netflix. It's all connected, guys. It truly is incredible. And this 16-man tournament, the John 16-16 find is 10 out of 10, bro. Amazing for that. But Revelation 16, the way I approached it, Revelation 16 describes the 7 bowls of God's wrath poured out on humanity during the tribulation period, which then goes back to the 70 weeks of Daniel. So these catastrophic judgments are seen as divine vengeance for those who worship the Antichrist and ultimately reject God. And these things include sores, seas and rivers turned into blood, a darkening and scorching sun, and a massive earthquake. And if you actually read chapter 16 of Revelation, it culminates in the Battle of Armageddon, where basically armies are gathered to fight God's forces. So that's absolutely crazy. And the square root of 16 is 4, isn't it? And the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are the first 4 of the 7 seals, as we have the 47th president, who's obviously in the WWE Hall of Fame. And you have the first horse is a white horse, conquest. The second horse is a red horse, war. Third horse is famine, which rides a black horse. And then the 4th horseman is death, which rides a green horse, which we know is the Palestine flag, all those colors, which is everywhere right now.
Right.
And doesn't Sami Zayn have something to do with Palestine? And he's been winning championships.
Yeah, he's Syrian.
He's in Syria, yeah, and supports Palestine and all of that. So,
and then Trump is hosting the Syrian president in a few days, and this is
everywhere.
This. Yeah. Did you see my code yesterday with the Jets when Mondami he got selected as the governor of New York? The Jets football team traded away their best player Gardner, whose name is Ahmed, which is another word for Muhammad. They traded him to the Colts.
Oh wow!
And the Colts are one of my picks for the Colts are one of my picks for the Super Bowl.
Is it because of the horse thing? 2026 is the year of the horse.
Well, that's one reason, but it's really more about Daniel Jones. It's about Daniel Jones and Indiana Jones, and it goes back to
Daniel
the
Jones
horse thing is obviously
quarterback.
Yeah. So Jones, you know what Jones is, though, right? You know Jones is a form of John. It's the name Jones is a form of John.
I know it's number 17, like Cena, 17 titles, and Revelation 17 is the collapse of Babylon. But yeah,
right, and you might remember this.
Go on.
Yeah, I'll show you here.
Yeah, because they're doing well.
So they really made a big deal this year. They made a big deal out of this. You can see the U, right?
Yep.
The U. You can't see me. The Colts is the U, the horseshoe, right? And the Colts obviously has the horse riddle too. But so going back to what I was saying that happened yesterday, the Jets traded their best corner, Sauce Gardner, to the Colts, right? And now they're calling the Colts cornerbacks, because they have 4 of the best cornerbacks in the league now. They're calling them the 4 horsemen.
They're not, bro. You're kidding me. I mentioned the Colts at the beginning of the season because Colts connect to horses, don't they?
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. There was many accounts. I'm not sure who. I don't know whether.
Wow.
Yeah, and they said they're no-fly zone. They're calling them the no-fly zone because they're cornerbacks, right? They're supposed to stop the passing game, like no flying. And then just that same day, south of there, you had the crash in Louisville. And I showed in the stream yesterday that Louisville is just south of Indianapolis. Louisville is known for the horse race. And in order to get from Louisville to Indianapolis, you take 65, the road 65. Yep. But when you get to Indianapolis, you have to take 465, because I know this area. I've driven there. I live pretty close to Indianapolis. And so 465 is a big circle around Indy. And did you know that Bob Trumpy, who died the other day, he was born 465 days before Trump. And Bob Trumpy announced a game with Charlie Jones in 1997, the year Daniel Jones was born. And it was the Dolphins versus the Colts on the day Princess Diana died.
Yeah, and do you know that Ahmed Sauce Gardner, Diana died on his birthday?
Right, that's what I mean. So this is how crazy it is. What happened was in 1997 on August 31st, right? Bob Trumpy announced his first game with a guy named Charlie Jones. Okay, wow. An announcer named Charlie Jones. The day that Bob Trumpy died, the Bengals player Charlie Jones, a different Charlie Jones, he ran a 98-yard kickoff back for a touchdown for the Bengals, for the same team that Trumpy played for. Now, Cincinnati is also not far from Indianapolis. You have to take 74 from Cincy, and you have to go past 465. Well, that's what I mean is Trump and Trumpy were born 465 days apart. They were telling you it was all about Indianapolis, because Indianapolis has the 465, which is the 30th triangular number. And 30, when you turn 30 years old, you turn 360 months, which is a circle, right? And and Indianapolis is nicknamed Circle City. So coming full circle. That's why and in the center of Indianapolis is a monument. In the center of the circle of Indianapolis on Circle Monument Square is called Victory. Look it up. It's a statue of the goddess Nike, the goddess of victory. And it's built by a German architect. And this week on 11/9, the day of broken glass in Germany, the famous Kristallnacht, where the Nazis took out the Jewish people, called the Night of Broken Glass. This year in Berlin, on that day, Daniel Jones and the Colts are going to be playing there. And this ties back to the Indiana Jones movie, the last one that came out. Remember how the Indiana Jones movies are all about the Nazis? It's all about the Nazis.
Yes.
And so that's why Indiana Jones, in other words, Daniel Jones, is in Berlin, Germany on that day, Kristallnacht, 11/9. And that's where it gets crazy is Daniel, like Daniel in the Lion's Den, Daniel, the 70 weeks. So that's why I'm saying Daniel Jones has been on my...
Last year when Jaden Daniels went to the Lions and knocked them out with Washington?
Right, exactly, yeah. And then Daniels got hurt just the other day.
Yeah, like his arm twisted around, like absolutely horrific. What were you talking about, the broken glass?
So yeah, Kristallnacht is the German Nazi. It's called the Night of Broken Glass.
Right. Well,
and
who has the most iconic opening entrance music?
Oh yeah, Stone Cold, right?
And what is it? It's broken glass, isn't it? The glass shatters.
Yeah, it is broken glass.
But before it, the glass shatters. And he's the Texas rattlesnake, the snake, the serpent, Satan. And another connection with your 360. Do you know from the solar eclipse of August 21st, 2017 to the April the 8th, 2024 eclipse was a span of 2,423 days, which is the 360th prime.
Right, yeah.
Again, just the full circle moment. And the 36 is big. That Ahmed that you were talking about, or Sauce Gardner, this NFL puppet, Diana died. Didn't she die exactly 36 months after he was born? 3 years. She died 97. Yeah?
After what?
So
she died
Princess
97.
Princess Diana died August the 31st, 1997, and Ahmed was born August the 31st, 2000. So he was born exactly 3 years or 36 months after Diana died, who died in France, going back to France. Her middle name's Francis. Do you know that? Princess Diana's middle name Francis, and she died in France. And do you know how old she was when she died? She was 36.
Uh-huh.
And then this Jets player comes along and is born exactly 36 months after Diana dies at 36. And the beast reigns for 3 years and 6 months. It's just mental.
Well, and you know who else has that birthday, right? You know who else has that 8/31 birthday?
Yeah, the Saudi prince. The Saudi prince.
And you know when Roman Reigns started his reign that lasted for 13, 16 days, it was on that day, on their birthdays, the 8/31.
That's incredible.
Or maybe it was 8:30. It might have been 8:30, but it was close. It was like it was probably 8. It might have been 8:30, but still, the first full day of his reign was 8/31.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And you were talking about the Bengals ex-player who just died. Yeah, we had the Trump connection, Trumpy. Yeah, he wore number 84. Yeah, he was 84.
Yep.
We know Dick Cheney just died at 84, who was the vice president during 9/11. Well, 84 months is 7 years for the 7-year tribulation.
Uh-huh.
And that's why Cena has 17 world titles, the 7th prime. 7 is the ultimate number. That is everywhere right now. Like, for example, your Ahmed Sauce Gardner, how old is he? 25. 2 + 5, 7. He was selected 4th pick. 7's the 4th prime. And going back to your Colts, I don't know if you know this. You were talking about the 4 horsemen with the Colts, yeah?
Right.
A colt, I don't know if you want to bring it up, but I know this. A colt is a young male horse under the age of 4. That is regarded as a colt. It's literally a young male horse under the age of 4. All right? And then when it reaches 4 years old, it's called a stallion. So again, the colt, the 4 horsemen. And another team doing well with the horse connection is Denver Broncos. That's why their star quarterback, Bo Nix, is number 10, the 4th triangular number. I think they're playing tomorrow, aren't they?
Right.
I think they're playing the Raiders. So, yeah, like these horse teams are killing it when there's all the 4 horsemen coding, and 2026 is the year of the horse. But again, not many people know astrology. They don't know numerology. They don't know biblical scripture. They don't know prime numbers, the Fibonacci sequence. We're very blessed, Cody, not to be arrogant, but God's blessed us with his eyes and all the people in the chat. Or they just don't care enough. Do you know what I mean? They'll just be like, well, they're having a good season. They've got a good coach and they've got a good quarterback. They'll just look at it that way. So, yeah, all of this stuff that's happening. Go on. Sorry.
Daniel Jones. So I was a Colts fan growing up, right? But when this year, I thought they were going to suck because they supposed to have Anthony Richardson a few years ago. They drafted him. He ended up not being good. Then they brought in Jones out of nowhere to fight for the job. And then Jones won, and it pissed off all the Colts fans, right? Because they wanted Richardson to play because they thought Jones sucked. But then Jones starts off like he had. Well, the first thing that I noticed immediately with Daniel Jones, as soon as I started looking into him, is that his birthday is the Golden Gate Bridge birthday. And that immediately made me think, wow, this is the year of San Francisco, the Super Bowl's in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. This guy is here because of his birthday, and it's in 1997, the year Princess Diana died. Well, this whole thing was connected to Charles because Charles had in 1997, his wife died, of course, and then with Daniel Jones being born before that, right? And Daniel Jones was born 97 days before she died in 97.
And 97 is the 25th time, like the year we're in now.
Like we're in the year 25 now, right? So And remember, on that day, this is the key here, is on the day she died, Bob Trumpy announced his first ever game with his partner, Charlie Jones. The guy that was named Charlie Jones. That was on the same day. So that was also 97 days after Daniel Jones was born. Well, what teams did Trumpy and Jones announce that day? It was the Dolphins versus the Colts. Well, Dolphins equals 97, like it was 97 days after Jones' birthday. And what was the first game of the season this year for the Colts? It was the Dolphins, just like in 1997. And what day did they play the Dolphins this year, the Colts? It was on 9/7.
It was on 9/7, yeah.
And it was on 9/7. And so it's so perfect because Dolphins equals 97. 97 days after. They absolutely killed. Yeah, they killed him 33-8.
Yeah. So 41 points.
Like,
30,
and then they ended up having, now they're a 7-2, right? No one even expected them to be even halfway that good. So
yeah, they're 7-2. One of the best results.
And then twice this year, John Cena, which is Jones. You got to, every time you hear Jones, just think John. Jones is John. And so every time John Cena was twice in Indianapolis this year on his retirement tour. I think it's the only city out of all the places on his retirement tour. It's the only city he went to twice because he was there for the Royal Rumble. And he was there again in WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza was where he fought Brock Lesnar and got murdered. So, and in the other one, he won the Royal Rumble. So he had a really good moment in Indianapolis, and then he got murdered in Indianapolis. But the next day, the Colts won after WrestlePalooza, which was in Indianapolis.
Have you noticed that the Colts and the Broncos have the exact record of 7-2-0? They both have the same record. If Broncos win tomorrow, they go 8-20, which is when 9/11 began. 8:20 a.m. with Flight.
What was that again?
If the Broncos win tomorrow, they go 8-2-0, which is when Flight 77 got involved in 9/11. 8:20 a.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just saw it now. I'm just looking at it right now. So yeah, well, anyway, the Colts and the Broncos.
I'm definitely on the Broncos too.
Yeah. The Broncos.
And just don't forget too, the Broncos, they have a connection anyway because of Peyton Manning.
Yeah, the Manning connection, yeah. And Jesus is the son of man.
Yeah.
And isn't Manning's son
that's just
coming through? Manning
it would be his nephew or something.
Is it his nephew? But like the saying is like going to be the next big thing, and a lot of people are turning on him.
His name is Arch, like the Royal Arch.
Yeah, the Royal Arch of Freemasonry.
Yeah, his name is Arch. Crazy. Arch Manning.
Yeah, but his middle name's Charles.
But yeah, I mean, is his name Charles? What?
It's called Archibald Charles Manning. His middle name's Charles. You can't make it up. But
really? Are you kidding me?
His middle name's Charles.
You can't get away from this.
It's Charles.
You cannot get away from this Charles stuff. It's literally everywhere, man. Charles is everywhere. Wow.
Because it means free man, doesn't it?
It's just like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like Keanu Reeves too. His middle name is Charles.
Well, do you know? Oh, God bless my brother Dave in the chat. Do you know? You obviously know Freddie Freeman's middle name's Charles, yeah?
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Freddie Freeman's middle name's Charles, and Freddie means free man. I mean, Charles, right. Charlie does, and then you've said this probably already. The last play of the World Series, the last out was Freeman from Kirk's bat. Kirk means church. And then you got Freeman, whose middle name's Charles, like Charlie, and Charlie means free man. His name is Freddie Charles Freeman. He got the last out from Kirk's bat. Because I
covered that in my
like 2 years ago. But do you think this has got anything to do with Charles the Great, the powerful king? So You
I
know,
mean, it's connected. It's connected to all the Charleses. Like I've found connections to all the different Charles, because there's a lot of kings named Charles. There's a lot of French kings named Charles, and there's the Charlemagne, and then there's the English kings named Charles.
The Charlemagne is who I'm talking about. He was literally Charles the Great, and
Right.
we know during these final days with the Antichrist that he's going to speak great blasphemies against the Lord. And Trump, who just met with Charles, wants to make America great again. He says they've got the greatest military and the greatest economy. So the great is really important right now. Obviously, Great Britain with Charles. So we've got to keep an eye on that great. I've seen that word everywhere. Have you noticed recently, everywhere you look, there's this greatest of all time in like every sport. They keep mentioning the greatest. So just keep an eye out on that, the great. So I think because Charles the Great was the Holy Roman Emperor, wasn't he? He was literally the Holy Roman Emperor, the Rome and Roman reigns and all roads lead to Rome. And the literally Pope Francis dying on Charles's mother's birthday. It was a 99th birthday, wasn't it? Which is 9 times 11. And then Philip died at 99 on the 99th day of 2021. Do you know that Elizabeth said she fell in love when she was 13 and Philip was 18? Like Revelation 13:18.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
What is a 13-year-old falling in love with an 18-year-old for anyway? But it's just, it's mad. He's mad. And this Charles the Great, he died in Germany. And if you look at the bloodline of the royal family, they're pretty much German, their lineage.
Right.
Which not many people.
I always say that the Germans they're at the center of it all because they're mostly Romans. The Germans are just the Romans. Yeah. And that's why, I mean, I've been there, I where I lived the last few years is right next to Ingolstadt, which is where the Illuminati was founded. And there's definitely a vibe there. Bavaria. Bavaria is very important. So, and that's why, and this might go back to Cena, is on the topic of the video. Is Cena's last opponent going to be the Austrian Gunther? That's what everyone thinks. Which would be interesting because
it doesn't happen, does it? Have you noticed? Like when the average person says that's going to be something, it often isn't. They will. What if it's the Beast, Brock? The Beast. Like literally the Beast.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my take on it.
I don't know.
I don't know. So why do you think?
I don't know if it's going to be that, just because they already did that, and I think the point is to like give new stars an opportunity. That's kind of like what his speech about the tournament was like. I want to give the young stars an opportunity that I was given on my first day.
Yeah, and
that's kind of like
Angle, wasn't it? It's
Angle,
the ruthless aggression, and he stepped up against Kurt Angle, didn't he? Do you remember that? He slapped Kurt Angle, and that's what basically made Cena famous. So I bet Kurt Angle will have something to do with it, because Angle's an anagram of angel, isn't it? Kurt Angle,
right? Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough. Gunther, obviously, he's Austrian, isn't he? He was like Hitler, was born in Austria. He has the 820 birthday and the 1987, which isn't that the 300 prime number, which connects to the movie 300, which is about war.
Is that the 300 prime?
I'm pretty sure from top of my head that it is. And then the 300 reminds me of the movie 300, which is about war and the Spartans. And then Gunther connects to war of Austria. He's born in Vienna, wasn't he? So, yeah, he's a strong possibility. But we don't even know the 16 participants, do we?
Not all of them yet. We know a few of them now.
Do you know Gunther's birth name is Walter?
Yeah.
Do you know Walter means army ruler or commander of the army?
Yeah. Well, that's why they call him the ring general.
Yeah, that's why he also has the ring general. So he has all the war connections, and we're obviously on the verge of World War III if we're not already here.
But you got to also remember this too. He would actually be a perfect guy to take out Cena on his last match on Saturday night's main event, because the ring is Saturn, right? The ring general. He's Saturn. And in fact, if you type in Gunther, it equals Saturn.
No, that's 93. That's amazing. Yeah, the ring general. And I haven't shared this yet. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see what Trump recently said? He said, "And it begins." Have you seen that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
But have you seen the movie Lord of the Rings? Do you remember the scene where it says,
"Oh yeah, yeah, I do. I remember that. It's one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
So it begins, and Trump's just mentioned this, all right? And people are like, begin what? But that's the Lord of the Rings, like the ring. He said, and so it begins. If you type in, and so it begins, Trump, and then go to Lord of the Rings, where it literally says, so it begins, and you've got the ring general, and the ring with Saturn. He just said it. He said it today, and so it begins. And I'm thinking, what is it? Is it the 7 years of tribulation? What's beginning? Because Trump, who I believe literally is the beast. People don't like me saying this, but do you know how throughout the Bible, God will use evil for his will? It's written. I think he's using Trump.
Yeah.
Whether he knows it or not, but he's using him. And when Trump says something, and so it begins, you've got to pay attention to what comes out of his mouth. I'm not saying to trust the guy, but he's involved in absolutely everything. Whatever is happening in the world right now, he's at the center of it. Even this, where's Cena's final match? Washington, D.C. Where does Trump reside? Washington, D.C. 42nd Saturday night main event. And then Vince McMahon was born 42 weeks before Trump. And you and I have both covered that movie, Heads of State, where Cena's the U.S. president. Is the U.S. president. And they want to thwart a global conspiracy that threatens the entire free world. And the fact that WrestleMania 42 is going to take place in paradise as well, like the Garden of Eden. It's Paradise, Nevada.
For the second year in a row.
Yeah, in paradise, which is literally Jesus promised a dying thief, today you will be with me in paradise. So paradise is heaven. And we know you've probably already covered that Cena's the peacemaker. And Trump is referred to as the peacemaker now. He was awarded the Prince of Peace by Israel. So it's just, it's so crazy. A big shout out to your chat. I always say it. They're incredible, your chat. They're really gifted.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're always in here giving great info. That's for sure.
Yeah, they are. It's because they know how hard you work and constantly put out this work. It's tiring, isn't it? I said this to you before. It's so exhausting, but we've just got to do it, bro. This is a calling for us. We have to keep doing this. And have you seen all the death in 2025? And the word death equals 20 and 25. You know that, yeah?
Right.
Death
Time also equals 20 and 25.
Yeah, and death equals 97, the 25th prime. So a lot of major deaths. We had so many major deaths this year, like the Pope, which is probably the biggest, isn't it? There's been a lot of major death. Ozzy Osbourne was a major death. He was one of the most famous rock stars. Who else has gone this year? Maybe the chat can help us out. We've done so many videos about people dying, like big time people in 2025.
I mean, yeah, big time. I mean, yeah, you had Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, the Pope.
Hogan, yeah. There's so many.
Yeah.
Bill Mayer's died. There's a lot.
Now you just had. you just had Cheney die too. That's a pretty big.
Yeah, Cheney is a big death for sure. Robert Redford died.
I think Biden's next. Huh?
Yeah. I don't think George Foreman, did he go this year?
Yeah, it was this year. Yeah, I think.
Foreman for the Four Horsemen. I did a code about that. George Foreman in the Four Horsemen, and also what was his name? Played Batman. Val Kilmer. Literally got kill in his name, and George Foreman has the Foreman, like the Four Horsemen. It's just, yeah. So there's going to be more. Like, I don't like predicting deaths anymore. Not that I ever liked it. Like when I coded the Queen to die in 2022, back in 2020, I don't really like doing it anymore. And the one that really like turned me off it, I called the exact death date of Screech from Saved by the Bell, like 3 weeks before he died. I said the exact date he was going to die. I was like, oh my word, he just died on the date I said. And it just freaked me out. So yeah, it's just crazy times, mate. It's crazy times.
I did want to say something too quickly about the So It Begins, right?
Yeah, go
and
on.
This is something I followed. I followed this for a while because so there's this Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
So you know about the cryptocurrency XRP.
And I got a brother called Pat.
The whole community.
No, go on, bro.
Yeah, the whole community is based on riddlers. There's these riddlers that are supposedly high up people that are giving riddles to everyone in XRP, right? And this has been along for a while now. But one of the biggest riddles in the community was these 3 mountains, right? And the phrase below is "So it begins." You see that?
Oh my!
And
goodness.
This has been around since like, I don't even know how long this has been around. It's been at least 7 years. But you see the middle mountain, right? The middle mountain has a heart on it, and it says 14.
14.
And it's a heart, right? Well, what's the 14th and what's the heart day? Well, that's Valentine's Day.
That's Valentine's Day.
214.
That was
right.
And Pope Francis was sent to hospital on Valentine's Day, and then he was replaced by Pope Leo XIV.
Right. That's what I mean. That's this mountain thing has played a part in a lot of things.
Well, remember when
I've still not really figured out.
Jesus prayed to the Father on the top of the mountain.
Right.
That's probably what it is. He prayed to the Father on the Mount of Olives. Because he prays on the mountains on several occasions, often for solitude, to commune with God, to find strength, or to seek divine guidance. He never went into a church. He never went through a pope or a confession stand. So he went to the top of the mountain before choosing the 12 apostles. He went to pray before his arrest and crucifixion on the Mount of Olives. So I think your mountain is all about the Mount of Olives. And Jesus went to the Mount of Olives to pray after the Last Supper. And he prayed intensely. He sweat like drops of blood and asked his disciples to pray that you will not fall into temptation. So I believe it sounds crazy. I think in Cena's last match, you're going to see him dripping with blood. Like how Jesus was crucified and how he was sweating blood. I believe he's going to get absolutely destroyed. And Gunther could do that. I think you're going to see Cena get ripped apart like Christ. I think he's going to play the Christ-like figure. Do you agree, or do you have a different take?
Yeah.
I think it's going to go out.
I haven't. Mate, I'm just wondering how it's going to tie into the last.
Well, how many superstars go out in the last match victorious? They don't. They pass the torch, as you said.
Not a lot.
And it's funny how they pass the torch, and we were talking about the Olympics, because you have the Olympic torch, don't you? Snoop Dogg was the one who was holding that. He's been in WWE, hasn't he? So I think he's going to get destroyed.
He's been there multiple times.
Yeah. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
I think he is in the WWE Hall of Fame, actually.
Yeah, I'm not certain.
I think he is.
I'll check that. I'm not certain. I'm sure he is. Snoop Dogg. We know Trump's in it. I know, like, yeah, oh my word, bro. He came in 2016, the year that Trump was voted in. He was the first musician to receive the honor. 2016. That is
Crazy.
literally when Trump was voted in. So yeah, I bet Snoop Dogg's there, bro. I bet you anything Snoop Dogg's going to be at this.
Well, there he is right there with John Cena.
Wait, you've got an image? Wait, let me check what you're looking at. Oh, my word, bro. Did Cena induct him? Because Cena's a rapper, isn't he? Cena's into music. That's what... Cena got his opportunity with Stephanie McMahon because he was rapping on a tour bus. They were going to release him, weren't they? And then Stephanie said, do that again, John. And he rapped, and they were like, okay, we've got a new gimmick for you. And then he dominated, didn't he? When he was rapping. What was it called? The Thugonomics. They was going to release him, and then he started rapping. Who's one of the most famous rappers? It's Snoop Dogg. And just type in Snoop Dogg Olympics. This guy, who just doesn't look like he has an athletic bone in his body, what's he doing at the Olympics? The guy's he's probably the most famous for smoking weed, getting high every day, and is promoting the greatest athletic competition in the world. A guy who smokes weed, and he was everywhere. But he has the torch. He had the torch. I've done codes about Snoop. That guy is Mr. Satan himself. He's got a song where he said he sold his soul to Satan. He's literally got a whole song.
Well, about how
he did that.
This does kind of connect to the Dog Star Sirius, because the Dog Star Sirius is the stars on the flag, like the stars that he's wearing. Yeah, they represent the pentagram, which is they are connected to Sirius, which is why we eat hot dogs on 4th of July. That's because of Sirius.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Because Sirius means burning. So why is the dog carrying a burning torch? It's a clear reference to Sirius, the burning dog. And that's why that's why he got inducted into the Hall of Fame the year Trump did, because Trump is a fire dog in astrology, in Chinese astrology. Wow. Trump is literally the fire dog. So Sirius is the fire dog, the burning shining star, which is another code for Trump. That's why he is who he is, because he's born on a blood moon in the year of the fire dog, which is Sirius. And the blood moon, of course, is powerful. And so yeah, that Snoop Dogg thing with the torch and stuff, a big part of that is Sirius. Because on the Masonic tracing boards,
yeah,
they have Sirius at the center, right? If you look, there's always the sun and the moon, right? Here's the moon and the stars, the night, and then the sun, and at the center there's the eye, and that's Sirius. That's why when Michael Jordan started his career with the Bulls, they immediately adopted the song Sirius from the Parsons Project, the Alan Parsons Project, the song called Sirius. And that song opens up the Eye in the Sky album, right? And that's why at the center of the tracing board, you have that Sirius with the eye in the sky. You know that song, right? I am the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
So the song before that is called Sirius, right? On the album. So that's kind of like how important Sirius is to these rituals. Like, it really is important.
Sirius comes out of the sky in the Truman Show as well.
Right, exactly. When the dog's there, because there's the dog, and then you see Sirius fall.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's a great point.
But yeah, I'm just really interested too. One last thing on this. So it begins. I have to say this. So now that Trump has said this, And we know for years now the XRP has been connected to this very saying. Like this has literally been with XRP for 7-8 years, this phrase, so it begins.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of Donald Trump with the CEO of Ripple, XRP.
Oh my
And
goodness.
see how he's smiling? So is he talking about this? Is the new money system, this Mark of the Beast money system? Is this what he means by?
Yeah, it's the beast system. That's what's going to begin. This beast system.
Because you know, Ripple just bought. Ripple's trying to become its own bank right now, right? So
yeah,
they're trying to literally take over. They are taking over everything behind the scenes. Ripple is buying out all these companies to set up this new system. Like that's what's happening right now behind the scenes.
That's mental. Going back to the torch in Genesis 15:17, it says, "And it came to pass." You know how you pass a torch? And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, beholding a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. A burning lamp can be also referenced as a torch. And the torch can refer to the biblical symbolism of a torch representing guidance and divine presence. And Jesus is the light of the world. The torch brings light, doesn't it? It's crazy. And in the book of Revelation, stars fall, burning like a torch. And Seth Rollins just got injured, didn't he? And his anthem is "Burn It Down."
Oh, yeah.
And he's out now.
The vision, right?
Yeah, the visionary.
But they did that. Isn't it crazy they did that, though, purposely? Because the reason that they had that happen...
Yeah. It's not injured, bro.
Because they had that happen so that CM Punk, but they had to have CM Punk and Jey Uso fighting for the championship on the night of the World Series ending. That's why it had to happen. That's had to happen like that. If Seth Rollins wouldn't have gotten injured, that wouldn't have happened. So that's how I know it's perfect, because again, I showed how, and I told you this the day before the World Series ended. I was like, watch out if Jey Uso loses or if he wins, no matter what. It's going to tell you if the Blue Jays are going to win or lose, you know?
Yeah.
And you couldn't have had that. You could not have had that without Seth Rollins getting hurt, right? And now it's going to lead to Braun Breaker. With Braun Breaker, he's the dog, right? They call him the dog, which is another series.
Yeah, he always backs, constantly backing.
They're always, they're always barking at him, the fans, right?
Yeah.
So he's the bridge breaker. He's the bridge breaker, and he's the... because in Swedish, the word Braun means bridge. So his name literally means bridge breaker.
And Jesus is the bridge in the Bible.
And right, exactly.
Well,
so he's the bridge breaker.
I just did a stream today. Bro, go on my YouTube channel and look at the stream that I did today. And look at the title of it. Well, you and I are so synced up. Just go on my page. Hopefully people can subscribe. I don't think it appears anyway. If you go look at my live stream, I did 2 today. Look at the title of one of my streams, bro. And what we're just talking about right now. So synced. And then just go on my lives. All right, look at that one. Look at the title of it.
Oh, right here.
Literally, look at the
Jesus
title.
bridges earth and yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Did you cover that plane crash today?
I covered that last night in our Eye to Eye podcast. Yeah, I covered it last night in the Eye to Eye podcast.
Did you see the 1260 find that I made? I don't know if anybody caught that 1260. Did you see it?
Yeah, we had that last night also.
Oh, you had it?
I think a lot of people. Yeah, it was in my actually Joseph. So here's how it happened. Zach Hubbard, like very early morning yesterday, he brought that out, and so did Derek from Gematria, like real early in the morning. I didn't even know about it because I didn't know that September 11th equaled 1260 in Gematria.
But
when you type out September 11th,
did they connect it to the Bible?
Zach did, yeah. Zach did.
Okay.
I don't think I don't think Derek did as much, but I think Derek did too. I know Joseph is the one who shared it with me. I was
Okay.
like, and then I shared it last night on the stream eye to eye. So a lot
Because
of people
in
found it. And
Daniel-
then there's some guy named King Nico who's
Okay.
go ahead.
So the 1,260 days is the prophetic period found in the book of Daniel and Revelation. It's about time of tribulation. And obviously there was exactly 1,260 weeks from the crash to 9/11, 2001. But did you get the Dick Cheney 2,063 days? Did you get that one?
What was it again?
Dick Cheney died 2,063 days after COVID-19 was declared a pandemic.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Bring up the date so they can see it. So obviously 3/11/2020, and then Cheney died. It's November the 3rd, wasn't it? 2025. So
Right. So it's actually the same numbers, right? 11-3.
yeah, exactly. And then put in the 2025. Do you see the 2,063 days?
Right.
Yeah. Well, go to the number properties.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what you call the find. 3/11. So COVID's declared a pandemic on 3/11. Cheney died on a date written 3/11. Cheney was the vice president during 9/11, and 3:11 p.m. is the 911th minute of the day.
Wait, so hold on a second. Oh, look at this though. Remember how I was telling you about the 70s a minute ago?
Yes.
You know how Kobe died 70 moons before Pope Francis?
I didn't.
And JFK died 70. And well, just remember that the 70 moons, right? It's all about the moon and 70 and killing 70. The killing moon equals 70. And JFK died 70 moons before the moon landing, right? And he was the one who talked about the moon landing. Well, Pope died 70 moons after Kobe, right? Well, if you go to, so that means if you go to 3/11 when the pandemic started, which was normally the 70th day of the year, you know?
Correct, yeah. Fell on the
normally at 3/11 is the 70th day of the year. But if you go from that day, we're almost to 70 moons after that. So that's going to be big. That's going to be big whenever that day is. Oh, it's on 11/7. Wow. So
that's
when this day hits, it's going to be
9/11.
Right. So this is going to be a big day, guys. 70 moons after COVID was declared. And
well, that's 2,000.
Or you could say 11/6.
That's 2,067 days, isn't it? Like 267, which is Pope Leo,
right?
267th Pope.
Right.
The 2067. Drop that zero.
And he's 70 right now.
There you go.
Pope Leo's 70.
Yeah. He's 70.
That's why this 70 is so big. It's so big.
It's enormous. And you know the beast of Revelation has 10 horns and 7 heads. And
right, which is 70.
Yeah, and Israel was attacked.
And check this out.
Which is 70. It's all biblical, guys. You got to read your Bible.
Check that out.
Adam and Eve. Wow. Is coronavirus 70 as well? Yeah.
Yeah, and check this out.
Yeah, it's a monumental number. It's because of the 10 times 7, I think. I think that's mainly the 10 times 7.
And coronavirus.
There you go, yeah.
But look at this one. Look at this. 70 and the killing moon.
Oh,
70. And again, that's why it's the song in Donnie Darko. The song in Donnie Darko is called The Killing Moon. And it's by the Bunny Man, right?
There's a beaver moon today, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that is today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's today and goes into tomorrow. It's a full moon on the anniversary of Trump winning the election. A beaver moon, I think it is.
Yeah. So the beaver moon, I think, would be today into tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
So,
off the charts.
and you know, today's remember the 5th of November, right? So it's a big day today, but 11/6 tomorrow is also super interesting.
Yeah, 11/6 is big.
But yeah, I mean,
But every
also,
day seems to be massive right now. Do you know what I mean? Like literally every day there's something major going on. It's like keeping up with it all.
yeah. Yeah, it's I you know what I shared in the last slide, right? About how on September or on December 7th, the United States will be 9/11.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. Because then I told you that
there's so much lining up. So
Yeah.
much lining up with that day. But that will
Yeah.
also be an exact moon. Like, so it will land on, I don't know if you've seen this number at all lately or any time before, but if you go from the United States being founded to December 7th, it will be 9/11/01 days. But that's also exactly a moon count. It's
Yeah, so you mean like
3085
9/11,
moons,
2001, yeah? Is that how you're looking
right?
at it?
It's the exact day.
2001.
Well, look how you read it.
That's what I'm saying. It's 9/11, 2001, the way you read it. I don't know
Right,
if many
that's
people
what I
thought
mean.
that.
And,
Yeah,
and
it's cool.
and this has been manifesting like this because you know when Charlie Kirk's funeral,
Yeah, yeah.
look at how old the United States was on Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Funeral for a guy who didn't die.
Right. But look how old the United States was. 9/10/25. That's the day he got shot, supposedly.
Ah.
So they've been this day count has been big, and I showed how when he got shot, look at when he got shot, supposedly. It was on 9/10, right? But that was 9/10/13. So this is the day that Erica Kirk was in her music video, She's My Kinda Crazy. She was in that music video, or she posted a comment on that video on 9/10/13. Or sorry, maybe it was 12, but this was all coded. They were coding the age of the United States, which is why it's super important when we go to December 7th, you're going to get that date, which is coding the 9/11/01. And what are the odds that John Cena is going to be 1776 0 days old on that same day that the United States turns 9/11/01? Like, and we're measuring from 1776. And this is 200. This is 322 days after Trump took office as well. And it's the killing date. It's the 64 numerology, like kill equals 64. It's the kill, just like Charlie Kirk was supposedly shot on the kill date.
And you know,
it
with
has
the
everything.
64, yeah, with the 64 as well. You know, I said about Freeman and Kirk with the last play. The Dodgers ended the season 6-4 against the Blue Jays.
All right.
And Freeman got out. Kirk.
Wow.
Charlie. So yeah.
And then there's more to it too. There's like a lot of connections I found at this day. I need to do like a specific whole video just on this, showing all the connections to this day. It's the 84th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, right?
The 81st.
Which we just had 84th.
Oh, 84. Yeah, the 84 is everywhere, mate.
But I think that's why Cheney just died yesterday, because Cheney was born the year of Pearl Harbor and he just died at 84. And now we're going to have the 84th anniversary.
But I told you, like 84 months is 7 years. I think it's the 7 years tribulation that all of this is building for. I really do. Hand on my heart. United States of America is 84.
Right. Well, I think that's what. But that's why I'm thinking this date could be a start of something like that. Like maybe the SNAP benefits of the government shutdown gets worse and we go into like literally a Great Depression tribulation period. Like is this going to be something happening this day that kind of starts it to get worse?
I think so. Do you know that the Great Depression, it began in 1929, the year of the snake. So it wouldn't shock me if it happens against the year of the snake.
9/11 was in the year of the snake. Pearl
And
Harbor
Vatican
was in the
City
year of the snake. It
founded
was on the year.
the year of the snake. Yep. Do you know Vatican City was founded the same year the Great Depression began? And Vatican
Right.
City,
Yeah.
like literally St. Peter's is designed like a snake.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Oh,
it-
wow.
it's-
Wow.
What? Another
Look
42?
at that. To this date, look at that. To this date, 12/7, the Vatican will turn exactly 402 Mercury years, which
Bro,
I've
and
proven that this Mercury years is
yeah, the Vatican was founded the 42nd day of 1929 as well.
well, that's what I mean. And then a few days after this is the 42nd Saturday Night's Main Event.
It's the beast reigning 42 months, mate. It's the beast. It's the tribulation. It's what we need to be warning people of. That's what it is.
And don't forget, Mercury is the planet that has 88-day period, like beast equals 88.
Yeah, beast. Yeah, so does Trump.
So think about this. Basically, what you're seeing here is the number 402 times 88. That's how many days this is. 402 times 88.
Oh my word.
And
Wait.
remember, when Charlie Kirk was,
No,
this
go
is
on,
also Trump's Mercury birthday. This is Trump's Mercury birthday. Let me show you. If you go from Trump's birth to this same day, look, it's Trump's 330th Mercury birthday.
Oh yeah, I was saying in your stream that is Klaus Schwab's birthday as well. 330. The World Economic Forum,
Right.
which connects to the beast system. He was born March the 30th.
And this is how you know that this is important, because when Charlie Kirk was shot, it was on Trump's Mercury birthday. His 329. His 329 Mercury birthday. So that means that this day is 88 days later. Like Kirk was shot 88 days after Trump's birthday.
And isn't Mercury the first planet from the sun?
Yeah, it's the messenger.
It's also in the
It's the closest planet to this.
It's also in the periodic table, isn't it? It's the 80th atomic number, 80. Mercury. It's a planet, but it's also a atomic number, correct? It's a chemical element.
Right.
It is, isn't it? So
let me
it's
look.
the 80th, like for Satan.
Yeah,
8 is a big number. Yeah, it's an element, Mercury. I remember learning about it. It's commonly known as Quicksilver, and Trump's the 47th president, and the atomic number for silver is 47. Mercury is also called Quicksilver. And remember, you talked about the 30, and how Judas sold Jesus, didn't he, for 30 pieces of silver? What was the 30 you talked about? You mentioned a 30 earlier.
Oh, it was the amount of days. It was the 465, which is the 30th triangular number.
Ah, yeah.
That was the amount of days between Trump and Trumpy.
But now we go into Mercury, and Mercury is like this heavy silvery element, and it's also called Quicksilver. And Trump's the 47th president. The atomic number for silver is 47, and Judas sold Jesus 30 pieces of silver. Going back to your 30 with the triangular number.
Well, that's what it is too. I mean, that's probably one of the parts of it, because Quicksilver, 30 pieces of silver. You know, he was trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth.
tricked.
He was trying to make some quick money, and then he threw it back and then killed himself. But yeah, the Quicksilver.
Well, yeah, and think about it. A lot of people say that Judas was actually one of the closest people to Jesus, right? Don't they? Like,
yeah. And then
think about that.
Then he betrayed him. Jesus knew.
But think about that
then. Betray him.
But think about that then, because if Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, it's the same. Jesus being the sun, right? Being the symbolically, then that would be like the same story. Like it's almost as if Mercury is the trickster.
There you go. Yeah, because he was close to the Son of God, Judas. Yeah, that's very interesting. And Mercury is silvery, and silvery is an anagram of slivery, like a snake. And what Judas did What an absolute snake. Do you know the way he set up Jesus? And then, like, reported where he was? That was what you would call being a snake. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was cunning, he was crafty, he knew exactly what he was doing, he was being deceiving. Man, this
and
is
just look
crazy.
at the Mercury symbol. I mean, what symbol in astrology looks more devilish than the Mercury symbol?
No, I know. Like, it literally looks like it's got horns, doesn't it? And there's like a cross, something. Have you got it up?
Right.
Oh, you've got it
I
up?
got it up.
Yeah. I remember the devil horns on it. So it's just wild, mate. It's wild. Isn't it? It's HG, yeah?
Yeah, HG is the
What can that be?
abbreviation. I don't know what that actually stands for, though. What does that actually stand for?
I don't know, but it's going to mean something.
HG
HG
comes from the Latin word.
That can be seen as 8-7, can't it? Like when we go to the alphabet, it's like the 8th letter and the 7th, 87 for like number of the beast. It's 8-7.
Right.
HG. Yeah, why is it called HG? I'm not quite sure.
It comes from it says here, it comes from the Latin word hydragyrum, which is derived from the Greek word hydragyros, which is liquid silver or water silver.
See, it's all coming back to this silver, bro. Do you remember when well, you probably don't. I coded Steph Curry to win the MVP in the All-Star game, right? And he won it. And who gave him the trophy? Adam Silver. And what number Steph Curry?
That's right.
What number Steph Curry?
30.
Yeah, and Judas sold Jesus 30 pieces of silver, and then number 30 is getting the award from Adam Silver.
Bro, look at this. This just proves that gematria is through all languages. Look at this. I just took the Greek word for silver or for mercury, and the Latin word. So different languages, but they have the exactly same gematria. Look at that.
Yeah, and I'm catching that now. That's pretty crazy.
But look at what they match in English. Look at this. Has the same numbers, man.
Yeah, apart from the 68, it's different, I think.
Yeah.
But it's still crazy.
That's interesting.
Isn't it? Yeah, because the Freemasons, they do all the alchemy and all of that. They study all of this stuff. Gematria, alchemy, like they study it all, like at the higher level. So they're into all of this. I think weirdly, the more you study this, it can lead you away from God. I think they worship knowledge without God, don't they?
Right.
Liquid silver. Check what that is. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's interesting. It's one off from. You see the 157 and the 158.
Yeah.
And in Freemasonry, there's a rule of Colel, right? The rule of Colel, where. Well, and that's I found that relevant over the years because the one can come and go. It's just like yesterday when they traded Sauce Gardner, right? He wears number 1, right? Okay. And then the plane that crashed was one number off from the total deaths on 9/11.
Yeah, they kept changing. They originally said that exact number, though. If you got the FBI report, it says 2,976 people injured. They haven't changed it. It's Google that changed it. It's like the legit same number.
But that's what I mean. But that's
as the flight.
But that's what I mean. That whole story was connected to him being traded. You know how all the stories are connected. This guy the number 1 got traded, and then the flight crashed, which is just like an hour south of where he got traded to, and it was the number they gave you was, it was either the same number or just one off from the death toll on 9/11. So it was like symbolic of the One World Trade Center, right? That's why the One World Trade Center. And I pointed out that the numbers on the Jets jerseys, they don't have the little top on the 1. Like, you know how most ones have the little slash at the top to make it look.
Yeah.
But if you look at the Jets jerseys, their number 1 looks like a tower. Like it looks like a tower.
Made his debut as well, wasn't it? His debut was against the Jets as a starter. New York Jets. Brady. Brady's debut as a starter was against the Jets. 12
right
days.
Here, you see how the 1 doesn't.
Yeah, I catch.
You see how the 1 doesn't have the.
Yeah.
So that's why I believe the Jets, because if you look at the Colts jersey, it's not going to look like a tower because it has the slash at the top and the bottom.
Have you seen
the Jets? They just happen to have.
The Jets' record is 1-7, like 17 again. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that 17 is all over.
They're 1-7. Yeah, it's because Revelation 17 is the fall of Babylon. That's what it is for me. Otani's 17, isn't he?
Right. Wait, isn't their player number 7? Their quarterback wears number 7. The Jets.
For the Jets,
I think, right?
Fields? I don't know. Is that it's Justin Fields, yeah?
Yeah, he wears 7.
Yeah. And he's from Georgia. Ain't that is that to do with the number 4 in it? Georgia connects to 4, I'm sure it does. And he's number 7, the 4th prime.
Yeah, and Georgia equals 44.
Yeah, because Georgia was the 4th state, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it is. So yeah. And it was also the 13th and last of the original British colonies, and 13 is the 7th Fibonacci number. Like the whole things are coded. All of it, their whole career, their life. I don't even know if they know it at this point because it goes back, doesn't it? Like you're doing codes from 1776, like connecting it to John Cena, who was born like when was Cena born? He's 48.
Yeah, and
Cena was born in.
He was born the same year as Tom Brady.
Yeah, and he's connecting up to literally when the US was founded. It's like obviously Cena didn't know that. So I don't know at this point. Like I know that they're in the occult. I know that a lot of them will worship the devil, but I'm still standing on the fact that most of them have no idea how this is being done. I think they know certain truths, but you can't make it up. Do you know what I mean? It's too profound what we've just shown, and it's every day, especially when you code sports like I do. Every single day. Like, did you see my Washington code the other day where they lost? And you expect them to lose, the Wizards, but they literally they dropped to 1-6, and you know all about what happened on 1-6 in Washington, don't you?
Right.
When they attacked the Capitol connected to Trump, and they lost to the Knicks.
Yeah.
And they dropped to 1-6 against New York, and New York became 4-3, like how Bush was the 43rd president during 9/11, and the Knicks ended on 119 points, and the Wizards 102. And how long was 9/11? 102 minutes. And Celtics today just became 4-5 against Washington. Trump was the 45th president, resided in Washington, and then what was Biden?
Well, and Cena's from.
Yeah, he's from Boston, isn't he?
Yeah, so Boston and Washington, yeah.
Yeah, but literally, if you bring it up, Celtics are now 4-5. The Wizards are 1-7, and Trump was the 45th president, and he resided in Washington. Wizards, Magic, Magus, Magician. Like, why do you think Michael Jordan played for the Wizards? Just showing you this stuff. Like, what I do, I don't just code to win people money. It's like, this is legit important. You know what I mean? It's really important. And yeah, the Wizards just dropped to 1-7. 17, the 7th prime, 7th loss. 7's the 4th prime, Boston's 4th win.
Well, that has to connect to John Cena because he's going to has on 17 titles. His last match is in Washington. So
there you go. And that's why Washington, one of the reasons why they're 1-7. And they just became 1-7 and they finished with 107 points. But so these whole games are predetermined before they begin.
And 136 is the 16th.
Yeah, there you go.
Triangular number too.
The 16 participants, and 16 is 4 times 4. And look how many wins Boston have now. 4.
Yeah.
And they had loads of the players out. Like they don't have Jason Tatum, for example. So Jaylen Brown had to step up, which he is good enough to do. But again, even so, it's all just witchcraft, to be honest. That's what it is. Like the NBA were founded, wasn't it, the same year Trump was born? We discussed this, 1946.
Well,
it's witchcraft.
Well, I mean, isn't that why Donald Trump equals witchcraft? Right?
He does.
In 3 out of 4 ciphers.
Oh wow, yeah, because it is MAGA, isn't it? And MAGA is magician. That's what it is. He's a magician. Donald Trump is a magician. I said,
it's Aleister Crowley's moonchild. He's born on the blood moon.
And what was Crowley famous for? He was a ceremonial magician.
Right, that's what I mean. That's why on the day of Trump's birth, there was a letter written from Crowley to Jim Parsons, or Jack Parsons, and L. Ron Hubbard about a moonchild, right?
Yeah,
and and then he's born on a blood moon, right? And his name matches witchcraft. He's got the Trump, like the tarot cards. Trump.
Donald
cards,
means
right?
world ruler as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Trump card of and the MAGA is magic.
Yeah.
That's why he called. Have you recently heard Trump constantly talking about central casting? Type in Trump. Casting. Type in Trump central casting, and think about how you cast a spell. Type in Trump central casting. He keeps talking about it, and it's literally like casting a spell. That's why on TV they have broadcasts. Look, casting. You cast a spell. Man.
Yeah, it's saying here 3 weeks ago.
CC for your 33 as well. CC 33. Central casting. So, yeah, you literally, the cast. You have a cast, don't you, in a movie? They broadcast the shows. They cast spells on the public. Trump's on TV. That's why he had to make his name really through the TV, didn't he? You're fired. And in The Apprentice, and what's an apprentice? It's in Freemasonry, isn't it? 88. And 146, bro, his birthday. Wow. And 56. It's when the election was with 56 days left.
This actually, it's interesting too that this phrase equals United Kingdom in multiple ciphers.
And where was Crowley from? Crowley's from the UK.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
Crowley's
like I
from
said,
the UK,
well, and with this King Charles thing that just happened,
yep.
or this Charlie Jones thing, the Bengals player, you know how he returned a 98-yard kick on the first play of the game?
Well, the Queen died on 98,
well,
didn't she?
That's what I mean. That's why he did it. It's Cincinnati is the Queen City. She died in the year of the tiger, like the Bengal tiger, on 9/8. And his name was Charlie Jones, like Charles. And he returns 98 yards. And guess how many days after the coronation of King Charles that was?
Go on.
Let me show you. This is crazy. So if you go to the coronation of King Charles, 5/6, 2023 to the day that Charlie Jones did that, 11/2, right? Look how many days.
9/11.
Now look at what the name Charlie Jones equals. Watch this. This is how you know it was connected to King Charles. Absolutely 100%. Charlie Jones.
Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Not just 9/11 in Latin, but 119 in just basic. So, like, what's the chance that Charlie Jones equals 9/11? 9/11 days after the coronation of King Charles, he returns a 98-yard kick, which was the day that King Charles became king in the year of the tiger, and he's a tiger. And this happened in Queen City when the Queen died on 9/8. I mean, how can that not be perfectly all about Charles?
And remember when? Do you remember when Tiger Woods had the car crash the year the Bengals lost the Super Bowl to LA?
Oh, really? That was
that year. Tiger Woods, the car crash. The Bengal is a tiger. He crashed in LA, and then LA Rams won the Super Bowl 56 in LA. The year that LeBron James got 56 points for LA, which is his highest scoring game for LA. His highest scoring 61 in general, but he got 56 points right after LA won Super Bowl 56. And the LA quarterback, Matt Stafford, was in attendance when LeBron got 56 points. And then fans just pushed it off and said, oh, that's so magical.
Wow.
Yeah, it's deep, mate. I'm telling you, somebody said earlier, you and I should be tag team.
And then look at the number he's wearing.
Got the 15.
And before the Queen was the ruler of 15 realms, right?
Yep. Trump's the 47th president, the 15th prime.
Right, exactly. That's why Trumpy died the same day. Trumpy was a Bengals player. He died the same day.
Check this out. You know with Trumpy, he's famous for playing for the Bengals, yeah?
Right.
He dies and the Bengals get beat at the death by Chicago. You see the game?
Yeah, it was
go to Bengals versus Bears. Literally, the Bengals player dies, and then the Bengals lost at the death when it looked like they won at the death. You got to look at the breakdown of how the game went. The Bengals were getting killed. They come back. I think they made it 42-41. Everyone thought the Bengals had pulled off this miraculous comeback. And then right at the death, 47 points, it was 15th prime. Just go on the players. No, wait, go down. Does it have the list of like the order of the players? There, go down. Look at the score.
Yeah.
All right, look how much they're getting killed. So at one point, I'm trying to see it. They were getting beat 41-27, yeah? With 4 minutes 53 left. That should be game over. So they're down 2 touchdowns with 4 minutes 53. And then they get a touchdown, and then they go for 2 points, they make it. Then it's 41-41 for Kobe. And then they get the extra point, and everyone thinks they've won because look how long's left, 54 seconds, right? And boom, there's your 17 again. When did Caleb Williams throw the touchdown? How many seconds left? 17. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's witchcraft. Straight up witchcraft for this to happen. And what about the energy harvesting? Like, you have harvest moons. Imagine being a Bengals fan in that game, where you think you've lost, then you think you've won, and then you lose. It's happened to Chicago a lot as well, where
just like
they look like they're going to win and they lose at the death.
Just like the Toronto fans, right?
The Charlie and the Trump, like Charlie Kirk was an advocate for Trump.
Well, this is what I was talking about with you. I wanted to show you it so it was like you could see what I was talking about. So remember, I told you the same day that Bob Trumpy died, you had a player named Charlie Jones on the Bengals return a kick, right? Well, this is Charlie Jones, the announcer, with Bob Trumpy in 1997. This is the same day Princess Diana died. This was their first ever game they announced together, these two.
And what are they? They're broadcasters, central casting spells.
Right. And again, this was 97 days after Daniel Jones was born, and this game they announced was the Dolphins and the Colts.
Which was the first game you said of this season for the Colts.
Yeah, it was the first game that season and this season, because this was the first game of the season too in 1997.
That's why they're called fixtures.
And you see how perfect?
Yeah, it's beyond man.
Like,
at this point.
I got lucky when I found that this guy was with Charlie Jones. Like, this pieced it all together. This pieced it all together.
Yeah,
no one else found this. Like,
that.
I found this.
Yeah, you make a connection that you don't mean to find, and then it just connects everything. I've done that many times, and that's what you've done here.
Right.
I don't think it was lucky because you're doing the research and then you found it. I don't think it's luck.
But that's the thing, though. They actually, if you go to the Bengals write-up on Trumpy's death, they actually did a write-up on him and like wrote about his death. They actually mentioned Charlie Jones in the article. This guy. So, and then you had Charlie Jones return a kick the same day. Like, what's the chance of that? Like, it's just, I mean.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and for it to be 98 exact. Like,
well, yeah, that's
no way that player's running and knowing that is exactly 98 yards unless they make it up with the stats. So they're just being used.
But that's just. Yeah, it's and King Charles has been a central figure to that. I mean, I've shown already that he has not only the tiger thing, but the Walking Dead, right? Like the Walking Dead. Yeah. It has the king in it. Walking Dead.
Yeah.
The whole show's scripted around King Charles. I did a whole video about how this show is all about King Charles.
Yeah,
look at the king.
I watched this.
Look at the king in the show. He's King Ezekiel, and he has a tiger. Well, when did King Charles become king? In the tiger year.
Wow, and Ezekiel, the prophet from the Bible as well.
Yeah.
Well,
but
so
he was the guy in the movie that called himself king.
Wow. Have you seen that they've really...
Oh, you're wearing a tiger hat right now.
Oh my goodness, bro.
I didn't even realize that until just now. You're wearing a tiger hat. Bro, I got to tell you something. I have a hat just like that.
Does it say
I have a hat just like that with the well, no. You know how there's those different hats with they're just like a color, and then they have like a white square with an animal in it.
Mm-hmm. What animal is it?
There's like different versions. There's many animals. There's like a cougar one. But guess which one I have?
Go on.
I have one that says Silver Fox.
Oh, silver? You're kidding me.
We were just talking about silver, and mine says Silver Fox.
Do you know fox in Pythagorean numerology is 666?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
It's 660
Fox?
and 600. Yeah, FOX. In Pythagorean, I don't know if there is. I don't even have these ciphers. But it's Pythagorean. I don't know if it comes up. But basically, 6 is F, and then O is 60, and then X is 600. And you add them up, it's 666. That's why Trump had the Fox News supporting him. And that's why, do you remember Pinocchio, where there was like the cunning fox that deceived Pinocchio?
Uh-huh.
Fox News. That's where The Simpsons was, wasn't it? Was The Simpsons on Fox? Pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fox, the cunning fox. It's 666. Pretty wild, eh?
Yeah, so, I bought this in Germany because I needed a new hat, and this was the only one that looked good because it's all black, and it was the only one that looked good, so that's why I got it. But I wanted the horse one, but the horse one didn't look good, so I just got the Silver Fox. But the tiger one you have on is nice. I like that one actually.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I tried to stop getting hats, like, because I didn't do it because I was a fan, but I'd have Dodgers hats and Yankees hats, because it's just the easiest ones to buy. But then I'd be doing my streams and they're like, oh, this guy's calling out sports, but he's a massive Dodgers fan. He's a huge Yankees fan. I was like, oh, it's not worth my time, this. Put a tiger on my head. What are they going to say? Pretty much. That's kind of like what I did. It was like, what are they going to call out the tiger? But yeah, they were calling me out constantly for wearing a Yankees hat or LA. It's just what I did. Naturally, I bought them for years, those hats, since I moved to the US. But yeah, when you put your face out there, they'll find anything, which I'm fine with, but it started to irritate me a while ago. So yeah, Cody, this is crazy stuff. And the fact that now New York has the first Muslim mayor and is the 111th mayor of New York, and 9/11 was with 111 days left in the year. And New York equals 111. I warned about this Islamic takeover 5 years ago. You can go watch my videos about it. And they were like, nah, never let it happen. Well, you go to every nation now. It's pretty much happened. And it's going to play a big role in this beast system and the persecution of Christians, if you read the Quran, what it says. So yeah, can you believe that literally 9/11, they always say we will never forget, and now they've got like a Muslim mayor, and it was Islamic extremists, we're told, that were responsible for the Twin Towers, and we'll never forget. It's like, are you serious? You literally, mayor is now a Muslim. So it's just, again, it's all talk, man.
And did you see how old he was?
34.
No, like actually in weeks, how old he was though?
Oh no, I didn't. I just know he's 34. The 9th.
1776 weeks old.
Piss off, bro. Is that exact or that?
No, it's 1776 and 4, like the 4th of July.
It's still like 76 weeks, isn't it?
But guess what his name? Guess what his name equals in gematria though? His full name.
Don't tell me it's 9/11, please.
No, it equals 1776 in reverse Sumerian. Yeah, his full name, Zoran Kwame, whatever. What's his name again?
His name's Zoran.
I'll pull it up.
Do you know Zoran means to shine? It's like the sun in Arabic.
Yeah.
We were talking about the sun, weren't we, with Jesus?
Yeah, here it is. I pulled it up so you can see it.
Oh man, and that's the year the Illuminati were founded as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So what is the chance his name equals 1776? He was 1776 weeks old when he was taken, and it equals 1776 in the same cipher as Star Spangled Banner, even.
And now he's turning on Trump, isn't he? And then Trump's turning on him. He said he's going to cut funding to New York. So just an excuse to destroy New York, which he says he loves. They're turning on each other. It's all a show to destroy New York.
That's why it is. I think this could lead to something on December 7th when John Cena is 1776 days old on 9/11/01, when the United States is 9/11/01.
And you know it's going to be
33 days before.
It's his 36th and final appearance of his tour, 36 for the Beast.
Yeah.
He signed up for 36 days. So yeah, once Cena's done on Taylor Swift's 36th birthday, all hell's going to break loose around Christmas, I think.
Yeah,
I really do.
I think December into the end of the year into the beginning of 2026 is going to be absolute chaos. I just feel it.
Yeah, you're going from the snake to the horse, aren't you? And then 2027's goat. The goat. Like Baphomet.
Well, in the mythology of the horse and the snake, the snake actually gets ahead of the horse because he tricks the horse and scares him, right? So the horse falls behind, even though the horse is faster.
Yeah. The snake
yeah,
is sneaky and cunning and crafty and deceptive and intelligent. The snake. Manipulated. Right. The land of the free as well. Talking about Freddie Freeman and Charlie Freeman, the land of the free. I've noticed recently more musicians are singing this Star Spangled Banner, and they're absolutely awful at singing. Like they're murdering it.
Probably symbolically.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even things like that are symbolic. Like there's more and more musicians singing that, and it's like to the point where it's like a laughing stock. They once did it during an NBA All-Star game. Yeah, the 19 there, like the 19 hijackers.
Well, yeah, but do you know the Quran is all about the 19?
I know 19 is big with the Quran. It's big with the moon as well, and Islam love the moon, don't they? The 19-year moon cycles.
Well, that's the thing is the 19. There's every 19 years, right?
Yeah.
There's if you went back 19 years from now, right? You would land on exactly a moon phase, which that's what I do when we measure the moons.
Yeah, it's called the Metonic cycle.
Right, and I have a decode on the Metonic cycle. With the Metonic cycle actually goes with the Daniel Jones thing that's coming up next weekend. Because
do you know who discovered the Metonic cycle? It was a guy from Greece. He was a Greek astronomer. It's called the Meton of Athens. Greece, mate, is just it's so connected to everything. The nation of Greece, and that's where Charles's father was born, isn't it? Philip.
Right.
He was born in Greece. Do you know what Philip means? The meaning of Philip?
No, I don't.
It means lover of horses, mate.
Really?
Yeah, Philip means lover of horses, like the four horsemen.
Huh.
That's why they love horses. You know the royal family, like Ascot and the Grand National, like the royal family are obsessed with horses.
Well, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. Philip means lover of horses. And Elizabeth's last photo alive, she was stood between two horses. The last photo that was published of her before she died. She was between two horses.
Yeah, and Kobe was born in the year of the horse.
Did you see that? Did you see when the horses were rampaging through London last year?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. When was that?
I can't remember the date. Just bring it up. There was a white horse running around with blood on it in the streets of London. Like literally symbolic of the four horsemen just causing carnage. You can't make it up. Like, yeah, you got to show the image. There was a white horse with blood on it. Just put horses London. I don't know. And you got to see the one with the blood on it. There you go. Go on that first image. It's bleeding. Bro, it's literally bleeding. Can you?
Wow.
It was a military horse as well, like war. Second horseman is a red horse.
I mean, like, when did this happen? Because maybe when did this happen? Because
I can't remember the exact. I'm usually amazing with dates, but I don't remember. It was 2024. I think it was like April. I can't remember I know it was 2024. But it's that white horse. It makes me think of the Broncos as well. Denver has the white horse. Oh,
this was one day after John Cena's birthday, bro.
It was April the 24th, yeah?
Yeah,
it was 3 days. It was 3 days. It was 3 days after the Queen's birthday.
Well, that's right after John Cena's birthday.
Yeah, just... Matt, I still think the find of this live stream is your John 16:16. I think that's the find of the stream.
Well, did you see the 1338 though?
I don't know if I paid attention to that one. I think when you brought it up, you asked me to come on. And
that 1338 is definitely my favorite. Because okay, so I'll just explain it real fast. 1338, John 13, the whole chapter is about the Last Supper, right?
Correct.
It contains 38 verses.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And in gematria, Last Supper equals 1338. John Phoenix Anthony Cena equals 1338.
What a name that is, by the way.
If you go back, yeah, and if you go back 1338 days from John Cena's Last Supper or his last match, because Cena means supper, of course. If you go back 1338 days from his last match coming up on December 13th, it lands on Good Friday.
What?
Which is right one day after the Last Supper day.
Oh, mate, that's crazy. Okay, there you go. That's better than.
So they named him, well, whoever named him, they named him John Felix Anthony Cena, and it equals 1338, like the book of John, chapter 13, has 38 verses about the Last Supper, which is the last Cena. Cena is supper. Like, that's so perfect, and
that's
amazing.
So many
ways.
It's so funny. Like, you have Christmas carols. You heard of them?
Yeah.
A Christmas carol.
Which is Charles.
His mother's called Carol Cena. Like, you sing a Christmas carol.
Well, you know what? When you say Carol, you're saying Charles.
Yeah, that's correct. So his mother's called Carol Cena. She's 77 right now, and she was born in 47. And
oh wow,
she was born 2211, which is what, the 66 triangular number with Revelation. She was born 2211. Like, JFK was, ain't that when JFK was assassinated? 2211. Wow. Have you got it up?
Look at this though. Look at this.
Do you know John Cena's father is called John Joseph? Do you know that as well?
What's his name?
Cena's father's called John Joseph Cena. Joseph, Mary, John,
really?
Baptist. Yeah, mate. Come on. What were you going to say? I don't want to sidetrack you. What's the 666?
So, if you go from the day that horse ran through the streets bloody to the 3 days into the year of the horse, it's 666 days.
Oh, stop there. I've got a find for you that I don't think I've told anybody. So you see 666 days is 1 year, 9 months, and 26 days. You see that?
Yeah.
Well, Queen Elizabeth
the Queen was born
1926, which is 666 days. And the 1926 is the 36 pentagonal number, and 666 is the 36 triangular number, bro. 666 days is 1 year, 9 months, and 26 days. Queen Elizabeth, born 1926. 1926, the 36 pentagonal number. 666, the 36 triangular number. And I told you Cena's last match is his 36th match of his tour and Taylor Swift's 36th birthday, bro. That's a video in itself. Jeez. That's freaking crazy.
And 95? You see how it's 95 weeks?
What, for like the 95 Theses with the Catholic Church?
Well, you know, with the Queen theme, I mean.
Oh, the Queen, 95, yeah.
And you know,
wait, Joseph left a fine saying Keir Starmer became Prime Minister, yeah. 666 days after the Queen died. Yeah, I got that as well, but crazy. Starmer, do you know Starmer was born exactly 17 years after World War II ended for another 17? His birth is September the 2nd. And his Labour Party, the Red, the war. And we're going to go to war under him.
Wow. I mean,
So,
we definitely got to keep an eye on the year of the horse starting too. Yeah. If the horses were running through the streets 666 days before the year of the horse, it's almost perfect. It's just 3 days off. So
yeah, and World War III. And the have you heard that Florence and the Machine song where she sings "The horses are coming, so you better run"? You know
yeah.
Florence and the Machine, yeah.
Yeah.
She mentions
That's
that in the song. The horses are coming, so you better run. Just crazy. And I've done a crazy code about Florence and the Machine because that Florence is an absolute witch. Yeah, the horses are coming, so you better run. The dog days are over, bro. The dog. Is that like the God days or the dog you were talking about with Sirius? It says the horses are coming, so you better
the dog
run.
day.
Dog days are over.
The dog.
Horses are coming.
The dog days is directly connected to Sirius. That's what the Sirius is about. Sirius is the dog days. That's
So
Sirius.
why would Florence say Florence as well with Italy with the Vatican? Why would she say the horses are coming? And also mention that the dog days are over. What do you think she means by the dog days are over? The horses are coming. I'd love to know what that actually is.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it'll mean something.
But
it's such a popular song. You better run.
I've always found interesting that Dog Days of Summer is a 4 out of 4 cipher match to Donald John Trump.
Oh, wow.
4 out of 4.
But dog is that anagram of
and it
God.
equals right.
The God days are over. Because they're not going to allow us to worship Christ under the Antichrist. So is that what it's telling us? Like the end of worship to God is over during the year of the horse? Oh my word. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. That the days of worshiping God are going to be over during the year of the horse, bro. Maybe there's going to be a worldwide law that says you're not allowed to worship God or preach the gospel next year. I predicted that next year that's going to happen. You won't be able to preach the word of God. It will be illegal. Oh my word, during the year of the horse. The dog days are over. The horses are coming. I bet that's what it is.
That's the only lyrics in the song.
Yeah. And
that's the only lyrics in the song.
It's a super popular song and it's so simple. I think that's what it is. They're going to ban worship. Have you seen King Charles promoting Islam? Every possible chance is promoting Islam constantly. More than Christianity.
Interesting.
Do you think Cena's going to be a dog going into his last match, like an underdog? Or do you think he'll be the favorite to win it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he'll be.
I can't see how. Do you reckon it'll be 1-on-1? I have a feeling there's going to be like 3. With all the threes and the Trinity, I think there's going to be like a 3-way. I really do. I don't think it'll just be against one person.
Bro, did you see the gematria of this repeated lyrics? The dog days are over, or the dog days are done.
Is that the 26 triangular number?
20. Yeah, which dog and God equals 26.
There you go, mate. And there's 26 letters in the alphabet. The queen equals 26, and she became the queen, didn't she? On 2/6, in the 26th year of her life.
And I think it's really important that it equals this in both forward and backwards. It's like more important now. Even look.
And Pope Francis's 2025 birth is the 351st day of the year. This year, it's 351st day. Oh my goodness gracious me, mate. Oh wow. 84. The dog days are over. The 267 as well for
I think
Paul.
is the song just called the song's just called "Dog Days Are Over."
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but I mean,
I've done a video on it.
the
I remember
159.
it was crazy. Like it was really crazy what I found. Because they were filmed in London. Did you see my stream about the stabbings on the train, bro? Did you see that?
The recent one.
Yeah, I don't know when I did it. A couple of days ago. There was the stabbings on the train. Do you want me to just quickly break it down?
Yeah, in England, you mean, or in it was in the Dawn.
It was in England, and
But
it was
wasn't
all
it
about,
on a train like a Dawn
yeah. So
train or something like that?
no, it connected to Don like in every possible way. Let me find it for you. I won't read it all out because it was pretty long, but this was like I had a lot of people message me saying that was like the most revealing when it comes to like the ritual of it all. So like basically you had these stabbings and they keep talking about all these people getting stabbed in the UK because they want us in fear. Do you know what I mean? Why? To bring in martial law, to bring in a surveillance state. So it was something that, I'll type it in. I did something about like all aboard the Donald Trump train or something. And
you know, I saw the beginning of that, and then I had to go. But I remember you were talking.
All right, I'll break it down super quick for you, right? So it was on 11/1. There was a hunting Don mass stabbing. Do you want me to present my screen, or is it too much work?
No, you can present it if you want. I have it.
Yeah, it might be
present
easier.
it. I have. Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Go
easier. Let me. I just don't want to screw up your stream. I forgot. Okay, present. Share screen, yeah. And then I'll just go in. Just let me know, brother, if you can see what my website. Can you see a picture of Trump?
I can see it.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, it's up. It's up.
Keep it simple for you, right? On 11/125, there was a hunting Don mass stabbing. Hunting Don. Remember what he said? I was the hunted, now I'm the hunter. Hunting Don. Right? And it was at 1939. When did World War II begin? 1939. Right? So Trump declared himself. He said, I was the hunted, now I'm the hunter. Donald. All right? Hunting Don. Now, 1939 p.m. can be written 7:39 p.m. 7:39 is the 131st prime number. Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. There's your 70 again. And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Now look where the train was from, my brother. Doncaster to London, King's Cross, bro. Doncaster, London, King's Cross. Now, King Charles III's coronation took place on 5/6, a span of 911 days to this attack, where 9 of the 11 people attacked were critically injured.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to go through all of it because it's too long, brother, but you have Hunting Don, London, Doncaster, Donald Trump. Here in Revelation 9:11, you have Abaddon, you have Armageddon. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is like, oh my word. And then right afterwards, who came out and spoke? King Charles, telling us how appalled he was. And Trump's just being with Charles. Like, the king and the queen.
Well, yeah,
like
9/11 days after his coronation.
Yeah, exactly. And remember, didn't the Queen die 911 days after COVID was declared a pandemic?
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when I tell people everything connects to Donald Trump, it's like, if you dare tell me that Huntingdon, Doncaster, London, and remember Trump recently stated that he was a king, didn't he? He called himself a king.
Well, they had no kings on his birthday this year, which was also the day that King Charles celebrated his birthday, his official birthday.
Yeah, and no King's Day is all aimed at attacking Trump, but Jesus is the King of Kings. So when you say no kings, you actually denying Christ as well.
Right. They had no King's Day twice this year, on Trump's birthday and on 10/18. Well, whose birthday's 10/18?
Zac Efron, I think.
No, well, yeah, probably maybe Zac Efron, but the new mayor of New York.
The mayor of New York, 10/18. But the reason I say Zac Efron, because I connected him to the World Series, because you know that World Series was all about 17. Zac Efron starred, again. Yeah, with Matthew Perry, who was a Toronto fan in the movie 17 again. And 17 again wins it, Otani. They've gone back to back. So it's crazy.
And that goes back to Ohio.
Yes.
See, that all ties together, because think about
goes back to Trump,
the day after the World Series. Well, yeah, that goes back to that, because the day after the World Series ended, that kick return happened in Ohio by Charlie Jones, and that's the 17th state. And I didn't tell you this, but if you go from, so the two people that died back to back, Bob Trumpy, and then what's his name? And then Dick Cheney, they were born exactly 17 Mercury years apart.
Can you believe that you had Bush and Dick? George Bush was the president, and then the assistant, like the vice president, was Dick, like Bush Dick. It's like,
yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous, really.
No, but it's the type of stuff that the devil seems to do, things like that.
Well, yeah,
it is like he's got a sense of humor. I always say the devil has a sense of humor. He's wicked, but when you see anything like about the devil, he's always funny in like movies and stuff. It's always portrayed as a joker,
right?
Always. Oh man, I don't know how much we covered here, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think we better wrap it up here, because last night I did almost a 4-hour stream with Rambo and AJ.
Oh yeah,
and,
shout out to those
Tonight I was only going to do like 35, 40 minutes, but since you got in, I figured we'd knock out some stuff, and we definitely.
I could tell you the amount of times where I straight away go live. I'm like, guys, I'll be here no longer than 30 minutes, and I'll do 4 hours. I've tried to stop that, but it became like a running joke. It's like, oh, Lucian's going to go live for 30 minutes. All right, it's going to be there 4 hours then. Yeah, and Trump, by the way,
still with us in the chat?
What's that?
I was just asking everyone if they're still with us in the chat. They're just talking amongst themselves right now. Yeah,
it's because we're covering so much. Like, Trump just got a crown from South Korea as well, a golden crown. What other presidents going all around the world and getting all of these crowns and trophies and accolades? And there's no one else. He got the Prince of Peace from Israel. He's got the Golden Crown from South Korea. Did you see the way that he was with Starmer? He like owned him. Dave, much love to him. He owned him, like in the UK.
Yeah.
He was like, "Do you want to come speak?" He's like, "Nah, go sit back down." Just completely dominated him. He's going to all these. When he went to Saudi Arabia, they greeted him with white horses and red carpet and royalty and trumpets and everything. Every nation.
Yeah, the trumpet.
Yeah, the 7 trumpets. The final
He
trump.
truly is. He truly is like the chosen headpiece for this messed up world. Like
I
that's
think it's
just
the
all you can say.
Antichrist. I wholeheartedly believe is the Antichrist. You remember the band AC/DC? The Antichrist is in DC.
Yeah.
And they have the lightning bolt. And who did he replace? Mr. Lightning himself, Obama. I'm telling you, like, bro, when you get in the menorah from Israel, that's no joke. It's the highest accolade from Israel. And Trump got it. They called him the Prince of Peace, bro, a title for Jesus.
And you know in Hebrew, right? You know in Hebrew, Donald Trump's name equals 424, like Messiah ben David.
Whoa, 424, bro, was when those horses were let loose in London.
That's right, yeah, and that's when he touched the wall. Donald Trump touched the Western Wall at 424. But if you do the Hebrew gematria of Trump's name, Donald Trump in Hebrew, and you do the gematria of Messiah ben David in Hebrew, it's 424, same cipher in Hebrew.
That's just mad, isn't it?
I mean, how can you get more tight than that?
No,
that's why he touched the wall at 424. That's why he touched the wall at 424. He waited and waited and waited, and then at 424 he touched it. So
yeah, that's outstanding.
They also call him Cyrus the Great. They call him.
Yeah, I've covered that, and you'll find this interesting. You know, he just knocked down a part of the White House, and he knocked it down with a wrecking ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
right. Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus has a song called "Wrecking Ball."
Yeah, Joseph did a video on that too. Actually, Joseph did a good video on that.
Well, I don't know if he got it from my stream or if he found it himself, but I covered that. I've done a whole stream. I've written in my Trump book about him being Cyrus. Cyrus the Great all goes back to Babylon as well. All of this is about Babylon, the fall of Babylon. And that's what Cyrus the Great was. Although Cyrus the Great did a lot of good things for Israel. I think Trump's more like Nebuchadnezzar. But he connects to Solomon. He connects to so many biblical figures, does Trump, including the Antichrist. And he wants to be worshipped like Christ, doesn't he? But he recently said he's not going to heaven.
Sure
Did you hear him say he's not going to heaven? He said he won't be going to heaven. He's supposedly a believer in Christ, yet he denies that he's going to heaven. Like, wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard him say that on his plane.
Yeah, it's just like, at this point, man, it's like the Bible says my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And the people that are not listening to what you and I are saying, it's going to be costly for them, I'm telling you. The warnings that we're giving people, the witchcraft we expose, the evil, the ritual, the fact that we often predict it before it happens. And yet still people will try to ridicule this information. It's going to be costly for them. I'm telling you. We just got to keep.
That's why we're here every day.
Yeah.
That's why we're here every day, just pumping out as much info as we can to just hopefully wake one person up, at least one.
Like I said, the 99 sheep, he left them for the one lost. And there might be one person in the stream today where we've completely changed their life and like, oh my word, like, what is this world we live in? And they might just ask themselves a lot of questions, and it can lead you to the actual truth when you're curious. You know, when you start asking, what is this? Why am I here? Who am I? What's the purpose of life? That can lead a lot of people to Christ, from my experience of speaking to people. It's when they just go about their business, like, you know, when they don't think about those incredibly profound questions, they're the ones that are going to end up perishing for a lack of knowledge. But yeah, we just got to light fire in people's hearts, man.
You just need to plant a seed and let it get watered by God's word and let those things get watered, you know, like it takes time for some people. Like unfortunately, some people are hard-headed and they're just not easily accepting things.
Yeah, I always say you can give somebody like a gym program, but you can't do the workout for them. That's not going to benefit them by you doing the workout, but you can give them it. You can motivate them, but you can't lift the weight for them. You can spot them. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how I see it for me. So the crucial thing here, bro, is, as I always say, Christ has won. Victory is to those who believe that Christ is their Messiah. There will be evil. There will be continually evil until Christ returns. There's going to be tribulation. There's going to be death. There's going to be persecution. There's going to be corruption. There's going to be division. There's going to be an economic collapse. There's going to be digital ID. This is stuff that's written. It's going to happen. And we just have to stay strong, knowing that we have eternal life, bro. And whilst we're here now, we've just got to use the gifts that God's given us to glorify him. And the Bible says to shine light on darkness. We're not doing this to glorify evil, are we? Or to endorse it. We're here to expose it and rebuke it and reprove it, as the Bible tells us to do. And yeah, we're doing it, bro. I think we got chosen to do it as well. And I'm very blessed that I came across you and Joseph and Dave and many other people in this chat. There ain't many people that can see this. There really isn't many people that can see this. So yeah, I'm glad that I came in your stream. I had no idea you were live, but we were going to do it Thursday, but I guess it was meant to happen today. I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I think I can actually take a day off because I've been full at it the last few days. So,
bro, we need it. You know, same with the gym. They tell you don't train 7 days a week, and we do it. We push ourselves, bro. We push ourselves, and sometimes that can be our pride, mate. That does it. Like with me, anyway. I feel like I'm indestructible sometimes until my body shuts down on me. It's like it's too much, Adam. I already did. I did 2 streams today, a video, and I've just streamed with you. And I've coached, and I've done all sorts of other stuff. Gone to the gym. Like I'm nearly 40. You know what I mean? I'm not like some 18-year-old who's full of energy like I used to be. So we're wrestling that, aren't we, Cody? I don't know if you feel the same way. We're wrestling the fact that time is short and this is urgency, but there's also the fact that we're human beings and the flesh is weak. And if we burn out, it's like a car. If it doesn't start, it doesn't matter how great the car is, does it? If it can't start. So have a rest, mate. You guys support him. Get him a coffee. Get him an orange juice. Get him something to treat himself to some food, man. Like, he puts in so much work. I can relate to Cody because I do it. Like, a lot of people that watch our streams, I don't think that Joseph can relate. They don't know the work that is put into this and the energy and what it does to you after you've finished. Because it's high energy, innit, bro? Every time we make a find, and we go to that calculator and we check a Bible scripture and we go to the date durations, there's this like adrenaline. And then you end the stream, it's like, oh, geez, man, I'm knackered. And then before you know it,
it's just about like staying consistent and continuing to go even when you don't want to. But like some days I don't want to do decodes, but I do want to every day put out something for people and try to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And, you know, the hardest thing for me is keeping a balance, and I need to rest my eyes sometimes. My eyes can't always be looking at screens.
I got an infection the other day, and I think it's because of this staring at the screen.
That's what I was telling you. I had some eye problems. Not really anymore right now because I'll tell you what really works for me is in the morning, first thing, like after you like get a bit of awake, start doing jumps. You have to clear out your lymphatic system.
Okay.
There's lymphatic exercises you can look up online. You just basically do jumps, do hops, and also do like arm swings and chest openers, and massage your lymph nodes on your neck, on your armpits, and on top of your chest. And then you wash your face. After you do all that, you get your blood flowing. You do all your lymph opening, and you wash your face, and then you do a face massage. And you do like a circular. You start on your top of your nose, you go over your eyebrows, and then you right at your temples, you go back, and then you take your palms of your hands and you massage from the inside of your nose to the outside of your cheeks, and then down your neck, and then massage your neck, right? And then do a neck roll. Work out your neck, and your neck's so important. Like, make sure you're getting
I'm
blood
always
flow
like
to your neck.
leaning, like leaning, doing that leaning like that as well. And like afterwards, like my neck and my back, man, is like. Can you send me a video on Twitter if you have one of that massage? I'll try it. I'll give anything a go.
I'll send you a video of the lymphatic like exercise, like the hops and the arm swings, and then I think I have a video of this guy who does the massage too. It's not hard at all. It's simple.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, when you start doing that, you'll have more energy. You'll feel more awake. And then the final piece is after you wash your face and do a massage, you get a bowl of water and you put ice in it, and you dip your face in the ice water. That will take the inflammation out of your whole face. Like, it will your eyes, your mouth. It will make your whole face less inflamed, right? Ice. That's why we put ice on injuries, right? So
as long as it's not ice in the US with the immigrants.
Right, exactly. But like, that's been my routine now I started that like a month ago now. But like, I was doing kind of stuff before that, but I really started getting serious about it. Even if I don't want to in the morning, even if I feel lazy, I say, no, I'm doing this. It only takes like 30 minutes or so. It's not like really even, it's not hard exercise. It's just simply moving and getting massages in, stretches, and making sure your blood flow's flowing. And like, to me, I feel so much better. Like, I have so much more energy since I started doing that. Which is why I'm able to stay up till 2 a.m. every day and do 4 3-hour live streams, because I have more energy. Now for you?
Nearly midnight for me.
Right now it's 1:40 for me.
Yeah, it's 11:43. Before I go, I've just got one last thing I want to say about the John Cena thing. Last thing, and then I'll go. So I really need to. His last match is 12-13, yeah? And you know how heavily it connects to 9/11, like massively connects to 9/11. Well, 12 times 13 is 156. And 9/11 is the 156 prime. So there's another one. Just wanted to give you that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Cheers.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on, and like I said, it was really fun. Actually, I didn't think you were going to be on here, but I'm glad that we did it, and we'll definitely do it again here soon for sure.
Cheers, bro.
As we get closer to this match.
Yeah, hopefully some of your subs can head over to mine as well, just to check out my videos. Like, I've just checked my subscribers.
Yeah.
It lies to me that not one person has subscribed. Not that I'm
because
it's just such a lie. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of the people in the chat right now are subscribed to you because they're my normal subs. I think most of them.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's a lot.
If you guys aren't, can you drop your link in the chat too? And
let me find it then,
so that they can get there.
Yeah.
And then I'll pull up your channel so they can see it. I want to help.
Have you got 15.3 thousand now, which is the 17th triangular number? Another 17.
Yeah, I had a big boom during the.
Yours is really growing, and like they're keeping me on 13.7, the 33rd prime.
Yeah.
It just don't.
Yeah, but here's his channel, guys. Make sure you guys go over there and support him, and make sure you go to his streams and actually do what you do here, like what you do.
So. Like, leave your insights, man. Like, there's some gifted people that join my chat, but it's like 5 people, and they're really gifted at what they do. But I come into your chat, man. It's like yours is like the Real Madrid of chats, like the Galacticos. About 60, 70 people laying down like insane information, and I get like 4 or 5 people, if that. Wild to me.
I mean, I don't know why I don't know what happens. I feel like your channel, they don't send out notifications, so no one comes to
No,
your
I know
streams
that.
most of the time. Like
I know.
I don't get
know,
notifications either when you go live.
Yeah, that sucks, man. But it is what it is. We've just got to be blessed that we have a platform and that we get the work. I get like 300 views on videos out of 14,000 subs, 16,000 on Twitter.
Yeah, that's
we get like 300.
guys. We gotta get that up a bit. We gotta get that up.
Yeah. It's just like I said. It's just whether it's legit. You know what I mean? Like even if 10,000 watches, it can tell me 300. I don't know.
I don't think it can be because, like, I don't see how that's even possible because when me and Joseph, we both have about the same amount, and we at least get like 1,000 or 2,000 views a stream most of the time.
Yeah, it's like right now you have 153 people watching. It'll tell me I have 15.
Right, I see that. Yeah,
I think it's to affect your motivation. I think it's to affect your motivation because it does. You know, when you're having one of those days, bro, where you're tired or exhausted, or you've got a stream that you're so excited about, and it's like 15 people watching and 7 likes, and you're like, what am I even doing? But I keep going. I know the algorithms there just piss me off, to be honest. But yeah, come over, at least leave comments. Whether your like shows up or the analytics show up, make sure your comments show up. Because you guys in the chat, you know what? This sounds a bit crazy, but bro, what's WWE without the crowd? Do you know what I mean? It's nothing. And I think that's kind of like these streams, like the chat is like the crowd. Like you need that interaction, don't you? Have you seen like a WWE event when the crowd's on fire? See how much better the event is to when like the WWE event and like there's no crowd interaction. Don't even want to watch, do you? That's how I feel in my stream sometimes. And hitting that like button,
I gotta say that
it's not difficult either. Like to just click, ding, like it's not hard to do, and it's so important for a YouTuber, for the algorithm, to just touch that like button. You're clearly watching the stream because you like the person, so support them. Don't need any money to do that.
Yeah, that's what I don't get too. Is like it's almost like there is like an algorithm because like it's almost like you can only get a certain amount of percentage of likes compared to how many views, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So like it says there's 149 in here, but
what's your most viewed video? Do you know?
Oh, the one that went viral with Charlie Kirk.
Okay. Do you know how many views
it got like 50 something thousand.
50,000, right? How many likes did it get?
Hold on, let me look.
I bet it wasn't more than 2,000.
2K.
You got 2,000 likes, yeah?
Yeah.
So that means 48,000 people didn't like the video.
That's what I mean, but that's about the same percentage as it would be if I do a 5,000 view video. I would get the same percentage, you know. It's like they keep the percentage. Like you can't beat the percentage.
Yeah. So you get 200 likes from 5,000. If you had 500, you get
something
20.
like that.
Yeah, it's just I sometimes wish it didn't show you, to be honest. I think it would work better for us if we didn't see that. But we only saw the chat. But anyway, I know that's just you and I just being frustrated. But notice we're here every day, aren't we? We're always
again, I appreciate all the people that come here every day for me and watch my videos. And you guys know I love you guys. And I really, you guys are a great chat always. Like every single one of you that come here every day. Maggie McCombs, Apache Ghost, Bones Jones, John Monona, Eric. I see you guys in here every day. Claudia's in here all the time. Visionary Vet, S. Lee, Dave, Kiwi. These are people I see in here every day. They're always giving great information. And the number one fan is Coffee Girl. Big shout out to Coffee Girl. She's in here every day almost. Actually, she missed 2 streams recently. I hope you're doing well, Coffee Girl. I hope everything's okay. But much love to you. And Betty, you're always here. So shout out to all of you. Enthused Dreams, you're always here. Like I couldn't ask for better subs. And Joseph's usually always in here too. So
Yeah, and he always leaves
he's usually always
information,
watching.
doesn't he? He's always sharing info.
Yeah.
All right, are you going to go now, Cody?
Anyways,
I'm going to have to get off.
I need to wrap it up. It's almost 2 a.m., so I'm gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I just appreciate everyone, and I appreciate you, Adam, for everything you do. So
Cheers, man. I appreciate
we'll
you
get
as well.
together again and do this again.
Yep.
We'll do it again.
All right. Well, take care.
All right,
God
guys.
bless you all. God bless you in the chat. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Yeah, take care, brother. Much love. God bless you.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
See you. All right, guys. Again, go give a sub and a like to Adam over there. And thank you guys I am sorry that I told you this would be 35 minutes and it turned into 3 hours. I should just not promise anymore that the streams are going to be short. I am not going to say that. And again, one more time, I'm not going to say, oh, this stream's only going to be 35 minutes, because every time I say that, it turns into either an hour or it turns into 2, 3, or 4 hours. I don't know what, but I do apologize for lying to you guys all the time and saying the stream's only going to be 35 minutes when I know it's not going to happen. So much love to you all. God bless you. Have a good night. And tomorrow I probably will take the day off. I'm not going to promise you, but I will take the day off most likely tomorrow. So God bless you all. We'll see you in the next stream. Take care.